wizard.
Are you watching closely?
Avengers!
It's alive!
With thy knife chipped and shattered. It's showtime.
It's not Brawl. Not Brawl. We had 3 months to plan, and what did I not do? Make an intro.
Not beating the allegations. Go ahead.
That's me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the KohOscars. You're probably wondering what this is. I would be too. Every year we do this thing. We get together. We make an awards, nominations, and such on sort of multiplex. Has always been kind of tangentially connected based on given years and who was involved and who wasn't. And now that we can now Cody and I can kind of just do what we want, it's back. We decided to do something different with it. Cody had a great idea to take the format of the KohOscars, trim it down a little bit, and do it live with a group. And that's essentially what we'll be doing tonight, how it's going to work. Way back in the day, there used to be a couple different shows around our space where people would come and bring kind of a nomination to put together a list. We're kind of doing that on drugs. How it's going to work is we're going to go around our group, panel style, and you're going to pick, what category and what nomination you want to submit to the group, as this should be belonging in any given category. So let's say Cody decides, I really want Stuart Little in Best Adapted Screenplay. I'm going to throw that out here right now tonight. We deliberate very briefly on what he, defends it very briefly about what he would like and why he thinks it should be in. And the rest of us will deliberate very briefly about why we agree or disagree before we vote and officially lock it in. There are only 7 slots for Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Original Screenplay, and Adapted Screenplay. There are 10 for Best Picture. So there's a little bit of extra wiggle room on Best Picture. So, it's going to be fun. I'm excited to do this. So joining me tonight, I didn't even say my name. I'm Caleb Coho. And joining me tonight is Cody Newberry. Cody, how you doing?
I'm great. I was on call with Spence and you after something, and I was like, we were talking about the shows, and kind of this idea popped up in everybody. And I've been like on random calls during COVID and stuff where you guys would just basically do this format. But I feel like there was a live element that we can do. I feel like we can get it outside of the friend group and kind of get diverse, people to pick things and choose. And then I was like, I'll be on the first show. And the moment we set up the first show, I messaged Coho real fast. I was like, I'm not going to just let you and Spence do this. I'm going to also be a part of this. So let me sign up to another commitment that I want to do. Nothing that you guys couldn't do. I just really, it crosses so much bucket list stuff off my watching that I have to do. And I like to just watch by years. So it's kind of like the perfect merge of things. So yeah, I'm doing great. I'm excited to see this. I love the questions that Is anybody on this panel actually remember anything from 99? I don't know the answers, truthfully. I don't know how old everybody was, but I remember 99.
I experienced about a month and 2 days of it.
I was 2 years old in
3
99.
months.
Wow.
Screaming child, but like barely.
But yeah, also, I don't know if people know this. You kind of like the Oscars just like a little bit. Not like to the extent where you're like, oh, I'm putting bets on shit, but like, back in the day, we used to do live streams watching Oscars on this channel. You'd be like, I'm in.
Well, I love Oscars until it was all like predetermined before the show went live. Like now that every odds is like exactly what's happening. So if you find that stuff out, it's really annoying. But if you stay away from all that stuff, the Oscars can be pretty fun.
True. Joining me tonight, my other regular host of the show, Adelaide Spence. Spence, you have been sort of cooking up an idea of this with me for years. You used to do Year on Trial. We talked about doing a version of that, and then Cody kind of hammered it into this. So it was only right for you to be a regular part of this. How are you feeling about being here, and are you excited to nominate some shit?
Yeah, Year on Trial was an idea that I was cooking up for literally 5 years, and I could not crack it. And then Coho said, hey, I have this. It's your idea, but better. I was like, yeah, sure, fucking let's go with it. I think I've literally prepped for this panel harder than I have for most trivia matches. So I am excited. I also will have a batshit list and I am not ready for the words Cody is going to call me.
That is something.
Whoa. Also, it's perfect that you two are the other regulars because I've never seen two people that claim to be friends but also fight like cats and dogs. So it's really great to have both.
It's almost like Spence and I are like separated siblings in a weird way. Fucking annoying.
If Koho was Boatman Jr., I'm Koho Jr. It's terrible.
This is true. Also joining us tonight, we're not beating the allegations. We have Dylan Vanthine here tonight on the first show. I'm excited to have Dylan here. You have a weird film taste, and I'm excited for you to share it. How you feeling?
Yeah, I do have some, I think, pretty weird picks. I'm going to try to, be fair, though, and, hear people out on some takes that I may not or may not agree with. But, yeah, I definitely have some thoughts on certain movies that I think will come up. But, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm not a big fan of the Oscars, honestly, but I was very excited when you offered me to be on the show because I was this is a year that I really wanted to watch like a bunch of movies for because I have a lot of blind spots, and this was a very fun way to like clear a lot of those blind spots. So I had a really good time preparing for the show, and I'm excited to talk about the ones I watched for it.
Absolutely. I have a theory.
Again, thank you for letting me on. You're a very upstanding guy, Coach.
Of course. Absolutely. That was good. I have a theory that most people who are like, oh, I fucking hate the Oscars, if you're given the chance to like make your own, probably enjoy it a little bit more. Payson Johnson, how you doing? We're excited to have you on. You're a bit of an awards nut as well. So how you feeling?
First off, to respond to Boatman, it is Caterpie Metapod Butterfree. Get your fucking Pokemon evolution lines right. But no, genuinely, I'm really excited for this. When you called me, I thought I was going to be, honestly, picking 1999 is kind of a perfect choice because I also agree it's probably the best year of all time for movies. There are so many like all-timers for me this year. And also it's a year the Oscars got so fucking wrong, it's insane. That was a year where the top two movies that year were American Beauty and The Cider House Rules. What were we doing, Academy? So regardless of what we might do today, it's probably going to be better than that shit. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And we do have a final panelist. We were trying to stall a little bit for time so he could get here, and he made it. Kirk KohOscars is the sixth guest tonight. I'm very excited to have Kirk on for the first episode as we get into 1999. Kirk, how are you feeling about being here?
I'm feeling good. I heard you guys talking about who was alive and who wasn't. 1999 was the year I got married. So that's how old I am. So I was here. I saw these movies. I remember them. And, it'll be fun. I'm not as high on this year's movie as most people are. I know this is considered one of the all-time great years. I think that's a little bit of an overstatement. So we'll probably get into that a little more as we go into the night.
Absolutely. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to say we're going to let the guests first go. You know what? Since he's here first, or I guess here last, we'll let him start first. Kirk, what is your first pick to nominate?
So we get to pick any category.
Any category, yes.
Any of the categories that are good above the line, you pick it, you throw out the nominee.
Once we get to 5, then we'll finish categories.
Should I go like crazy first, or should I go with something pretty?
Your strategy. Your
strategy. Nothing's on the board, so you can set it how you want.
All right. Okay, I'm going to go get one of my real far left field up picks out of the way here. I'm going to go with a Best Actress nominee, and this is somebody who I think is really underrated and even underappreciated for the film she was in. She has since changed her name, but I'm going to use the name she's built into this movie and the name we all know her from as the character. I'm going to go with Heather Donahue from the Blair Witch Project. I think this is an incredibly underrated performance. I think my argument for this is people believed or were at least willing to accept the possibility of this film being a real thing that happened. And you couldn't make that happen without some really solid performances. And I know that the whole, the close-up with the snot has been, parodied and kind of run to the ground and, over the years. But I feel she brought a reality to this role, and the movie kind of lives and dies by her. And us believing her is what makes us believe the movie. So I definitely, and I think, and it also sucks because this role basically ruined her career. All three of them really, but I think her the worst. Where they believe that she was this person, and people didn't like the character, so they didn't like her, and it kind of buried her. And so I just think that she deserves some recognition and a nomination for Best Actress.
Intriguing. I'm going to start with Dylan. Your thoughts on Heather Donahue and the Blair Witch Project?
It's a great pick. I know you're going to get some flack for this pick, Kirk, but I wholeheartedly support it. For some reason, when I was coming up with my nominees, completely forgot about her. I don't know why, because I think she is phenomenal in this movie. Like you said, she was able to convince people for a very brief period of time that this was all real, and I think that's a credit to the not just the filmmaking, but like how good the central performances are, and she completely carries it. Like just seeing her slowly become more and more just like frantic and just terrified basically throughout the rest of the movie. She sells it so well, and I think it's worthy of a nomination. So yeah, good pick.
Payson, your thoughts?
Yeah, the Blair Witch cast was something I thought about, but then kind of immediately just sort of erased from my mind. I really love the movie, and I think they are doing a very good job at creating a natural sense of chaos. But I'm just not sure I can really say any of them are like best actor or actress worthy. I think so much of that movie is the directing style, and so much of it is like the cinematography. I get it, like they're doing a really good job of playing really scared, but I think that's kind of like really the only mode they really do. So I just don't quite see it.
Spence, Blair Witch.
I think Kirk's right that the movie lives and dies in her performance, and it is a genuinely really good movie. I just think this is like, when we're looking at such a strong year, she never really even entered consideration for me. Like, I don't think it's a bad pick. I just think it's hard when there's actual depth of options here.
Cody had the biggest reaction, so I wanted to save him for last. Cody, go ahead.
Are there 30 nominations? She wouldn't make that, so let's no, absolutely not. Crazy pick. Crazy first pick.
Yeah, I have to tend to agree with most of the group here. I wouldn't have really considered her. So I'll put it to a vote, I guess. Raise your hand if you would like her to be nominated for Best Actress.
Yeah.
She will not be moving on. Sorry, Heather Donahue, not getting on.
She died in the woods.
Dylan supported it, and now he gets to pick. Dylan, what is your first submission for the KohOscars?
I can't remember Cody's thoughts on this movie. I think he might have an equally upset reaction with me here. But I'm going to go to adapted screenplay. Or sorry, are we sticking with...
Yeah.
You can go wherever you want.
You can go wherever you want.
All right, then I'm going to go to adapted screenplay, and I'm going to go with, I think this movie, like the screenplay of this movie is like the best part of it, and has only gotten better with time. I think I'm going with Perfect Blue, adapted from the novel. What is the full name? Adapted from the novel Perfect Blue: Complete Metamorphosis. I think like just what this movie like says about like just fandom in general, and like more specifically what it's called nowadays, stan culture. Like with it, how they were commenting on that all the way back in 1997, which is when this was released in Japan, but we counted it as 99 because that's when it was released in America. I think it's like fantastic, and I think everything that Satoshi Kon is saying with the screenplay is like very relevant to today, and I think it's only gotten better with time, as I already said. So yeah, I definitely wanted to champion it for adapted screenplay.
Okay, Payson, thoughts on Perfect Blue?
This is very, very high on my adapted screenplay list. I think this is a phenomenal pick. Dylan just kind of took the words out of my mouth. There are a few movies that really tackle the psychosis of fandom, the psychosis of obsession like this movie. And hey, Darren Aronofsky very clearly thought this was a phenomenal screenplay when he ripped it off when he made Black Swan, which is another really good movie. But I do think this one is better. So yeah, Dylan, phenomenal pick. And yeah, this is going to be getting a vote for me.
Spence.
I want to clarify something before we actually get to the voting and I comment on this. So we each of us are still limited to our 7 nominations. So if I vouch for anything going forward, then it's 6 basically that I can vote for in the future.
Yeah, once it passes a vote, that's locked in, and we now only have 6 spots.
But am I also limited to those 6 votes?
No.
Okay.
You can throw to whatever you want.
Yes, I think this is a fantastic pick. I'm not huge on the movie. I think that's more of a me problem. But I think that, and I'll represent it in other categories. I think with the actual mastery of the film, with the reason that it works, I think really is the screenplay. It's really fascinating how ahead of the time it was, and I don't know, dude. Just Satoshi Kon's fucking cooking it. He never makes a fault. He always makes really strong decisions in every project that he picks, and started out arguably with his best movie. I think it's kind of crazy.
Cody, thoughts on Perfect Blue?
Not a fan. I had to watch it on wireless, so overall it was a lot of horror, a lot of things at once. Again, I'm probably the worst for this category in general, just adapted original. Make sure I don't think there was anything that stand out and that made this overall incredible for me. So, yeah, sorry, but I understand some people just definitely not my cup of tea, and the screenplay didn't make me question anything when Dylan brought it up.
Okay, Kirk, thoughts on Perfect Blue?
I have not seen it.
I also did not get to this one. So it was kind of a daunting one on the watch list for me. I was kind of I don't know if I can, not because of runtime, but because of how much everyone loved it. It's
what do we do on 3 threes?
On 3 threes.
Does that not pass them? Just
I mean, if it's 3 threes, I guess we can decide it right here. Do we want 3 threes to mean tie goes to the winner or tie goes?
Ew.
Yeah, the show's going to go so long. Tie should go to the winner. Let's just.
I think it can be a tentative spot unless something gets 4 of 2.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
It gets a tentative spot unless there's a surefire that gets over.
All right, then we will be locked. We'll be putting Perfect Blue on the back burner. It is a loose. It's written in pencil on the 7. It is not locked in spot yet. All right, Payson Johnson, you are up. What would you like for your first spot?
Yeah, before I jump into the pool that everyone knows I'm going to jump into, I'm going to go to a different spot. Like I said, the Oscars really fucked up in 1999. There was one of the big 8 categories. That being said, I do think they got 100% right, and that is Angelina Jolie in Girl Interrupted. I've seen opinions on this movie from really, really good to just okay. If you have seen this movie, the one element that stands out is how good Jolie is. She is an absolute firecracker in this movie. The second you see her playing a very, very difficult part of someone who has essentially made the mental hospital her home, and doesn't like the fact that tries to befriend Winona Ryder's character, but does. But the second she starts to realize that she is going to be leaving, she starts to bully her. You genuinely feel like you are watching someone that is very, very mentally unstable. Obviously, there were certain things of the Jolie persona at that time. She was known for playing characters like this, but this was kind of the culmination of her role. She commands every single scene in this movie. She is my personal supporting actress winner this year, and I think she absolutely deserves a nomination for the KohOscars.
All right, Spence, Angelina Jolie, thoughts?
She is also my winner. I was literally looking up my nomination list about who am I gonna pick for mine? This was probably my pick of I think we can all agree. She deserved the Oscar. I think honestly of all of my winners, I think she might be the strongest performance of the year. She's utterly fucking fantastic, and I think is not the only reason the movie works. But I think if anyone was even slightly worse than her, the movie would kind of fall apart.
Cody, thoughts on Angelina Jolie?
So this is one I haven't rewatched since Letterboxd, but she is definitely the standout of the movie. She gives an insane performance. So I have no issue with this being the nomination. I think it is honestly one of the most correct picks from this year. So
I'd agree. I think Angelina Jolie is also my winner. I think she's the most standout part of a rather otherwise good, not great movie, but I think she's the best part of it. Kirk, thoughts on Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, I mean, this is a role that is kind of like built in a lab to get a Best Supporting Actress nomination, but still, she knocks out of the park. So I think it's definitely deserving.
Dylan, thoughts on Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, torn on whether this is my winner for supporting actress or between that and a couple other picks. But I think she definitely deserves a nomination. She's fantastic for all the reasons that everyone has mentioned. I will say I'm not always crazy about what she's asked to do in the movie, but I think she still sells it like very, very well. But yeah, maybe we'll talk about that later.
All right, then we'll put it to the vote. Who is voting in favor of Angelina Jolie for Best Supporting Actress?
Pass.
Payson doesn't vote for his own.
Unanimous. All right, unanimous. Angelina Jolie has locked up one of our spots for Best Supporting Actress. So, Adelaide Spence, we come to you. Your first pick for the KohOscars.
I'm going to appeal to Caleb Coho and Payson Johnson. I think we can all agree that Tom Cruise gave one of the best performances of the year in Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh,
I think that he, kind of on the anxiety comedy route that Boatman, coined. I think the true madness that you see him delve through of his wife has one section with another man, and suddenly his whole lifestyle is corrupted. There's this incontinence within himself of am I enough? Am I worth it? And as he goes about, I think it's is it New York or London? I forget which.
New York.
New York.
It's London, but it's supposed to be New York.
Right.
Yes. Okay. That was the fuck up I got. Yeah.
It looks exactly looks exactly like London.
The fallout and the crash out that he has, you are with there through the whole journey, and I think that it has landed solely on Cruise's performance. I think this is maybe the peak of him as an actor. I think 99 is his year. He's great in this and another movie, and then also Tropic Thunder. I think that I don't think many other actors could sell this. I also think the meta commentary idea of what this movie means for Tom Cruise is what really sells me on it. But I think you can't deny that he absolutely kills it in this film.
Okay, Cody, thoughts on Eyes Wide Shut and Tom Cruise?
His best acting performance of 99 in Eyes Wide Shut. So that's with a bullet. I'm not trying to make a bit. I'm not trying to poke fun at somebody else. I'm being 100% honest. If I put both of them up to each other, I would take Eyes Wide Shut 100 out of 100 times. I think it's honestly a super underrated film. I think this movie deserves way more credit than it gets. I think it gets weird criticisms overall because it's of the themes of the movie. But overall, I think the performances, the directing, all of it, and I think Cruise is an absolute standout in it. So good pick.
Oh yeah, I really liked Eyes Wide Shut when I watched it for this. This was one of my first time watches. I do think Cruise is very good in it. So decent shout. Tough year for actors. So we'll see where it lands. Kirk, thoughts on Eyes Wide Shut and Tom Cruise?
Yeah, this is his best performance of the year, but it's still not nomination worthy. I mean, I think it's interesting. It's all about this guy. I think another actor of his stature who is known for being a certain type of guy, and then this being the opposite, would be interesting, but he's still just Tom Cruise.
And then Dylan, thoughts on Tom Cruise and Eyes Wide Shut?
So I'm not a Tom Cruise fan. I've been on record for saying that. I think I have the similar issues with that Kirk does with him, where often I just see Tom Cruise. I do think he's really good in this movie. Not my favorite performance from the movie, but I think he is really good. It's just this is a very strong year, and I think for Best Actor and basically all the acting categories. But so it wouldn't crack my nominations, but yeah.
Payson, final thoughts on Tom Cruise and Eyes Wide Shut?
I really love Tom Cruise as an actor, but this movie and this time reminded me that there used to be a time where he was one of the more interesting actors out there, where he was actually willing to work with really interesting filmmakers and take on more challenging roles. Where now I still love what he does. He's really now just in one mode. But I'm with Spence, where I do really think that it is fun watching him just be so nervous, so manic throughout this movie. Playing just a really like fun character in a way. He doesn't make my 7. It's not my personal favorite Tom Cruise performance of this year, but Spence might have convinced me to bump one of my 7. So we'll see.
So we'll put it to a vote. All in favor of Tom Cruise being nominated for Best Actor for Ice White Shot, raise your hand.
Come on, Payson, let's make it a tie.
You got me.
Let's get
All right.
on the board at least.
Cruise is written in pencil for Best Actor for this one.
You gotta listen
We
to
will
the
see
argument.
if he lasts.
Listen to the argument.
Cody, your first pick.
Payson said that the Oscars didn't get a lot right, but they did get another one right. Sporting actor. I'm totally fucking joking. Michael Caine deserves to be in the pits of hell for stealing this Oscar. I'm going to make this quick. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it. That deserved to win Michael Clark Duncan for The Green Mile. It is not even close to anybody else. I don't care. Like, there's good performance. He is literally the movie. He is literally the movie, and it's for 3 hours of screen time. And when he steps on the first time to the moment he leaves it is absolutely the must-watch of that movie. So, Michael Clark Duncan for Green Mile. I'm not going to waste any picks.
I'll make it quick. A unanimous yes from me. Best performance of the movie, maybe the best performance of the year. So, great pick. Kirk.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. This should have been the winner. Maybe the best. It's still out of any movie out of this year. This, if you ask me one performance I remember out of any film, it's this one. So definitely deserves nomination.
Dylan.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to add. This is kind of a slam dunk. Yeah, he's amazing in it. One of the best performances of the year, easily. Owns every bit of screen time he has, and it's one of the more memorable performances of the year. So yeah.
Payson.
In any other year, this would easily be my winner. The fact that he's only my 4th favorite supporting actor for this year is just cementing how good this list was. But he is my 4th because he is incredible. I understand the argument that some people have of, is he maybe a little one note? Sure. But he's so good, and he makes you so emotionally invested in this character. He absolutely gets my vote here.
Spence.
And we can just wrap this up. I think this is 6 yeses, easiest lock of the fucking night.
Raise your hand for
He
Michael
doesn't
Clark.
say one note.
People have said that. I did not say that.
Another unanimous one. 6-0 in Michael Clark Duncan is getting in for The Green Mile. So it comes to me for my first pick. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go back to the best actor and throw out who I think is the biggest criminal snub of this year. Should have been nominated. Jim Carrey, Man on the Moon, best actor. I think that he transforms into Andy Kaufman in this movie. I think that you see him play every single character that Andy did, to the point where you also cannot quite tell who the real Andy is throughout that movie. I know it was kind of a traumatic moment in '99. I'm sorry to bring it back up for everyone. But I think he is phenomenal. And every time I watch it, I think he embodies that performance extremely well. So, Jim Carrey, Man on the Moon.
Who starts?
Me?
Kirk, yeah, sorry.
Okay. This is another one, unfortunately, I really wanted to get to and didn't. But everything I've seen of it, it looks like a really great performance. So I think he, out of what was happening this year, he probably deserves to be on the list.
Dylan.
This is the one that I think I was going to catch the most heat for. I watched this movie today. Koho says he thinks he transforms into Andy Kaufman. I think he transforms into Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman, because there's a couple scenes where I think he like plays it too broad and he kind of can't help himself. He can't help doing the facial expressions that like Jim Carrey always does, and it takes me right out of it because like Andy Kaufman's whole thing is he like undersells everything he says to where you don't know if it's supposed to be a joke or not. I feel like he overplays it in some scenes. He's still good. Don't get me wrong. Like I think especially towards the end, where he's nearing the end of his life, there's like one scene I think in the Philippines where his reaction I think to something that happens. I don't want to give away too much for Kirk who hasn't seen it, but it's like very very good acting there. I wasn't always fully on board with him actually being Andy Kaufman in the film as much as some people are, but yeah, that's just me.
Payson.
Yeah, he's not my winner this year, but I think he is still incredible and makes a nomination for me. Say what you will about all the behind-the-scenes footage we've seen, that he was probably a huge asshole. I think you see the results on screen where he's just so incredible in this movie, playing weirdly multiple characters, but also just one character in Andy Kaufman and Tony Clifton. Great character, by the way. I'm just gonna mention that. But yeah, he gets the nomination for me. Thank you, Dylan. You appreciate that.
Yes.
Spence.
I think that one of the most single fucking annoying things in the entire planet is Caleb Coho being correct. I think Jim Carrey is like so great here. The movie around him kind of sucks, and we'll talk about it more, I think, as the show goes on, because Coho will continue to hype this up. But I think the movie, basically, the only time that it works is when Carrey is fully committed. And Payson's right. Unfortunately, that happened during the whole time of filming. But I think when I actually watching him on screen, it's like a full transformation. I do genuinely believe that he's fantastic here.
Cody.
Movie sucks, and I don't love the performance. So this is one of the things. And again, I'm not really familiar with Andy Kaufman, but when I reviewed this the first time, it's a bad thing about a biopic. If you don't like the fucking character that is on, it's a really fucking bad time, and he's an annoying character that I have no desire to. And I don't, honestly, again, not growing up, not seeing a lot of Andy Kaufman and stuff like that, or even noticing who he was, I couldn't, like, Jim Carrey is Andy Kaufman's son or something. Like, they're very similar. Like, they seem very like, and when they're together, I don't know. So I didn't watch any of the documentary, so nothing of that sold me. I just had no fun with this character. So yeah, nope.
If you want to have a good time, watch the scenes of him as Tony Clifton on set on the documentary. You'll be like, what the fuck? Anyway, we'll put to a vote. All in favor of Jim Carrey making the ballot for Best Actor, raise your hand.
Nope. Sorry.
Wow. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
He's on a delay.
He is in pencil. We'll see if he makes it. Back to Kirk.
Okay, I'm going to go back to Best Supporting Actor, and I'm going to go with a performance I really love in a movie I don't love so much. I'm going to go with Philip Seymour Hoffman in Magnolia. I think out of all the performances in this film, I think this is the best one. Maybe Jason Robards, but I think like the two of them off each other is one of the things that's so great about it. I just think it's such a really great understated performance. Just like you get like the emotion from him and the passion for what he's doing from him, but it's not played big. It's not played overwhelming. It just comes through in little moments in the film, and I think he really grounds the whole thing. When you do have a lot of those big performances throughout the film, I think he's really the grounding force of it. So not only do I believe that he honestly deserves this award, I will be completely honest. I'm playing offense here because I say let's have one Best Supporting Actor nomination from this movie, and let's give it to the actor and not the movie star cosplayed as an actor. So Philip Seymour Hoffman, Magnolia.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right.
The gloves are coming off.
Dylan.
This is one I'm going to be honest I had not considered, just because this is like such a great ensemble in my opinion. It's not my favorite performance from the movie, but again, he's really good. It's hard and I don't want to make this show like 7 hours, but like we haven't gotten to I think my favorite supporting actor performances
That's
yet this year. So yeah.
Payson.
Yeah, I adore this performance with every fiber of my being. I think it is one of the defining Philip Seymour Hoffman performances. The issue is when you have a film as good as Magnolia, when you have performances that are just all around as good. This is maybe my fourth favorite performance in this movie. In fact, it's my second favorite by an actor with the first name of Philip. That is how good this is. I wanted to be nice, but then Kirk said, "Hey, I'm just going to be an asshole to you." So I was like, now I'm like, do I try to be an asshole to him, or do I try to sway him with an argument? Is he even going to listen to my argument? Now I don't know what to do. Genuinely, in my 7, there are 2 Magnolia performances here. This is not one of them, but I do think this is an excellent performance.
I love that this is happening so early into the episode.
Go for his throat. Go for his throat, Payson. Spence.
I think Kirk kind of made a really weird decision here, because I think Payson is right. Not even the best Philip in the movie, not the best Philip Seymour Hoffman performance of the year. I think that this is just a weird scatter shot, and to me, no part of what Kirk's saying hit.
I agree with Kirk. Over the one option, I just do. I think everybody's on fucking crack when it comes to that performance. But I think Philip Seymour Hoffman's really good, and if I had to, I've come around to the movie. But I don't think you're going to have the votes, but you'll have mine. That helps you.
Good performance. Good movie. A lot of good performances, I think. I don't think Bowman's wrong when you say you threw out too early, but I approve of the strategy. It makes for drama. All right, raise your hands if you think Philip Seymour Hoffman is in for Best Supporting Actor.
Sorry.
He is not.
Sorry,
Philip Seymour Hoffman is roundly rejected.
Let's just, in honor of that, just give no more Magnolia picks. I think that's just
okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Back to Dylan. What's your pick?
Can't do that.
All right, I'm going to move over to Best Lead Actor for my favorite lead actor performance of the year, which is Richard Farnsworth in The Straight Story. I think he is just incredible in this movie. Obviously, everyone knows the story of where he was dealing with cancer during the shooting of this movie, which adds another layer of tragedy to this performance. Just so many killer monologues in this that just bring me to tears. When he's talking about how a brother is a brother to that one guy that he meets at the town. That shit killed me. The monologue he has about when he was in the war in Vietnam, I think it was. That was just so heartbreaking as well. Yeah, it's just an incredible performance. And yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of the year too. And I think he's the best part of it, which says a lot. So yeah.
Jason.
Yeah, I think no other movie is carried by one performance more than The Straight Story. Richard Farnsworth is absolutely incredible.
He might be my 8. I think he is the reason this movie works, but I think at the same time, it's just I think this is a really strong year, and I'm not super high on him or the film. I get the love, it just doesn't really connect with me.
Only question I have is the lawnmower eligible? Because if so, I have an argument. If it's not eligible, if it's not, then I will have to say that he's outstanding and great pick and was in my clear 7.
Absolutely undeniable performance for me. He's absolutely a pick for me. Kirk, your thoughts?
Yeah, probably my winner of the year. I came to this movie late. I think I only saw it last year. But fantastic movie, fantastic performance.
All right, then we'll put it to the vote. Richard Farnsworth in The Straight Story. Raise your hand if he is in for Best Actor. All right, he is in. That is our first of 7 spots that is officially locked up. Is Richard Farnsworth for The Straight Story. We are back to Payson. Your first pick.
Yeah, we talked about the movie earlier. May as well keep the train running. I think everyone knows Magnolia is my favorite movie of all time. And to quote Billy Crystal, did the movie direct itself? No, it didn't, because Paul Thomas Anderson directed this movie. There are often a few movies that are considered like the defining film of 1999, where if you were to like distill what everyone was going on, what like everyone was going through like mentally, what is the film that represents? And I think Paul Thomas Anderson just got such a good grasp on like urban America at the time with capturing this movie. He's balancing so many different plot lines throughout the movie. He's like interweaving them in, but not like perfect ways, but there's something like fascinating in how messy it kind of is, and just showing how like he sets it up so early by saying like, hey, coincidence can't happen, and that's why all these dangling threads just end up like intersecting towards the end. That it does all just feel natural. All the performances are excellent. That's part of the director, is to get great performances out of actors. No one seems like out of place with what they are doing. It is a movie that all takes place in one day, yet you feel like you have lived a lifetime with these characters by the end. Even though that by the end of the movie you are very like satisfied with the journey that you just went on. Because I think in order to be emotionally involved with these characters, you need to go through that. And also, I just think it has such a unique look. The cinematography, with just how it shoots LA in like a storm-ridden way. Everything just looks a little ugly and just looks a little mean, which I think just shows the characters. But then by the end, it all just sort of clears up because a giant storm has happened. I think the music is beautiful. It's a movie where just everything is just sort of like firing on all cylinders. And with that, I think you kind of have to give it a Best Director nomination.
Spence.
No. I get it, but no.
If you give that long of a spiel for when you nominate it for Best Picture, I will kick you from the panel. But yes, you have a case.
I gotta make my case. I gotta make my case. Are we arguing?
Great pick. I would have told you bad pick, and then I rewatched it earlier this year, and it was.
You finally understood what he was going for?
It was 5 years difference in my life. I did, things change in 5 years.
No, I definitely get that. I remember watching it in high school and just thinking it's okay, and then when I watched it again, like 2021, I was like, there is something just beautiful about this movie.
Kirk, thoughts on PTA?
Obviously I don't love the movie. I don't think the direction is the worst part of it. So I don't think PTA is a ridiculous nomination in this category. But I don't know if he makes the cut for me or not.
Dylan?
Yeah, this would make the cut for me. I think I saw this movie for the first time like a few weeks ago, so one of the ones I was very excited to catch up on, and I completely get the love for it. Yeah, I think it's a massive swing, very ambitious film, and for it to work, for it all to like come together and work as well as it does, I think is a massive credit to Paul Thomas Anderson's direction. So yeah, I think he would make the cut for me.
All right, so all in favor of PTA for Best Director, raise your hand. I'm guessing Payson is going to back his own nomination, which means PTA is getting a Best Director nomination for Magnolia.
Could have made it 3-3. Damn it.
So he makes the cut. Spence,
I didn't think about you, Cody. I'll take it.
Let's keep the train rolling and lock it in. I think once again the Oscars were right. I think they had two really strong actresses. I think Best Lead Actress Hilary Swank, Boys Don't Cry, a deserved winner. I will eventually double check to see if she deserved both. Or actually, no, I already saw it. I don't think she deserved her second Oscar. This, incredible. Like genuinely, I think one of the best winners of the category. Period. The heart and soul of this movie, just perfect. Genuinely perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cody.
Koho's a fucking moron. Like an absolute moron. Should have no credibility ever.
That's my fucking showrunner right there.
Like, we put literally we watched this, I guess, logged it at the exact same time. I was at 4 stars, he was at 2 stars, and his one criticism was Hilary Swank, which is the craziest take of the entire movie. Like, she is giving an insane performance. I don't even know how you get to those levels she was able to get to and tell this insane story. I will probably never watch this movie again. It is heartbreaking. Just the emotional depth she was able to get to is insane. I think it's with a bullet. I was like, okay, because I've heard criticisms about Hilary Swank as an actress and stuff. I like her in $1 Million Baby. I think she's really good. Does she deserve a win? I don't. I think she does. I think she's really good in it. But like this one, I was like, we'll see. With a bullet, no questions asked for me. It was an automatic for me. So yeah.
I don't like Hilary Swank. Sorry, I've tried. I've watched a lot of Hilary Swank in my life, and I think she's a terrible actress. I think when she's trying, she's still not good. I think this is the most okay she's ever been, and okay is probably still not I don't think she's very good. I think she's okay. I think she is swinging for the fences with camp and cheese in everything she ever does. She is huge in every performance she's ever given. She is huge in $1 Million Baby. She is not huge in this. So I will give her credit for pulling
What's
it
the
back.
camp and cheese in this?
I said she is an actress of camp and cheese in general. I'm saying in this, she's able to restrain herself, which I'll give her credit for. However, I don't think Hilary Swank is a good actress. I would not support it. I don't think she's that good in this. Kirk.
I'm not a big fan of her either, which are the reasons I haven't got to this movie yet, and I didn't get a chance to get to it for this, so I have to recuse myself.
Assuming, we're over to me next. She's unbelievable in this movie. Yeah, I wasn't I wouldn't say that I was like a big hater of Hilary Swank movies before that. I always saw her in movies and thought, yeah, she's fine. In this though, I had no idea she had this kind of performance in her. The scene with her talking to the police at the police station is fucking heart wrenching. And yes, it would have been obviously better if they've got an actual trans man to play Brandon. I think the performance itself is still great. But yeah,
Payson.
Yeah, she's unbelievable. Coho is crazy. If you were to say you didn't like this movie, the directing choices, I kind of get it because it is a very grimy movie, but from Hilary Swank, she is firing on all cylinders.
Okay, raise your hand if Hilary Swank makes it Best Actress for Boys Don't Cry. This is crazy, the timing that Cody has. Hilary Swank makes it officially for Boys Don't Cry. I'm already failing up this ticker. I realized we went that all around without saying it. Okay, we are back to Cody.
Well, let's just slam dunk some things that I'm really good at. I guess the one actor that I'm known most for in this community of people that says that I am a big fan of him, Denzel Washington, the Hurricane. I think overall he's incredible in a ton of what he, in a lot of the films that he does. He's outstanding. He's always the bright spot in a lot of bad movies that he chooses to do. This is not a bad movie. This is a great movie, and he's also fantastic. I think it's a clear shot. I think the way he was able to get into this character and the depths that he's able to bring out into this character is still so impressive what he's able to actually do as an actor to me. So, yeah, Denzel.
Denzel Washington, the Hurricane, is an excellent choice. He is an excellent actor. It is an excellent performance. I don't love the movie the same extent that you do, but I think that he is doing all of the most important stuff in this movie to make it a good movie. So especially as a late stage Norman Jewison biopic, it kind of has moments where it feels a little run of the mill. But I think that Denzel's performance specifically is unbelievable. So Kirk.
Yeah, you're muted.
How's that?
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the same boat as Coho. I don't love the movie. I do think it is kind of just like a standard prepackaged sports biopic. But Denzel does definitely elevate it. He's definitely great. And it's Denzel, so he makes the movie that year. You got to nominate him.
Okay, Dylan.
Yeah, this is, I think, maybe the biggest performance of the year. Someone just putting a movie on their back and elevating it to another level. Because I think the movie itself doesn't have a whole lot going for it outside of the Denzel performance. I think it's very cliched, as everyone was alluding to, and just a very standard biopic. But Denzel is so unbelievably good in it. Like, he was my number 2 after Richard Farnsworth. So yeah, this is a great pick.
We'll go to Spence then, I guess, until Payson gets back.
He is my 3 for Best Actor. I think that he's absolutely phenomenal. I'm shocked it's not like really a sports movie.
The fact that we've asked so many questions about this in the category of sports is hilarious. When I finally
and he's not even fucking fighting anybody. There's no,
it is defiantly not a sports movie.
He has sports equipment on.
Everyone was like, "Hey, the poster's got him boxing."
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take for Payson to be back. Never mind. There he is. There he is.
Maybe.
Almost. There he is. Okay. Payson, are you back?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Denzel Washington, The Hurricane, thoughts?
Wouldn't quite make my 7, but I know there's like a game and a method to madness where like you got to make certain negotiations. So yeah, I'll kill one of my darlings to get Denzel on.
All in favor of Denzel Washington for the Hurricane for Best Actor, raise your hand.
I can take it.
Unanimous. Denzel Washington makes the ballot.
6 for 6. Let's go.
So
you don't get extra points for the end of it, but I'm keeping track.
We are back to me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into the category Best Director, and I'm going to throw my winner out there for a movie that I think is really, really good. At least one person will back me up, and that's Michael Mann for The Insider. I think that Michael Mann is a powerhouse director, and I think that his work on The Insider is insane. How he can take something that would seemingly be kind of a little bit, boardroom bureaucracy and legal things, and make it into like one of the most intense thrillers you've ever seen in your life. I think he gets a lot of really great performances out of a lot of really great actors who have a lot of great performances. He manages to get some of their best out of all of them. So, yeah, Michael Mann, The Insider, absolutely.
Yeah, I think this is a good pick. Like you said, Ko, this could very easily be just kind of like a dull procedural. And it's when you on paper it might not be the most exciting thing in the world, but he brings it to life, and he gets those great performances, puts together great movies. So yeah, I think this is a worthy nomination.
Dylan.
Yeah, this is this is probably the best movie I watched to prepare for this. I fucking loved this movie. Which is shocking to me because I'm not a huge fan of like procedurals typically. I think some of them are great. Sometimes I find them a bit dull. But in this one, just the energy that Michael Mann directs it with is just like it's so engaging just from minute 1 all the way to the end. Like I when it ended, I was like, holy shit, that was only 2.5 hours long. Like it felt like a breeze. Like it went by in like 80 minutes. So I was like, yeah, I think that's a big credit to Michael Mann's direction. Definitely deserves the nomination.
Payson.
Michael Mann takes a movie about two people trying to bust the tobacco industry and make them admit that what they're selling to people is poison, and he directs it like a horror movie. Paul Thomas Anderson for Magnolia is my number 1 in this category. Michael Mann for The Insider is my 2. The direction is so good in this movie.
Spence.
I don't have a lot of words to say on this. I think it's just like just good, like really good. I don't have any like adjectives to put on there, but like, yeah, good pick.
Cody.
If I didn't nominate Denzel Washington, this was going to be my next throw out. It was a movie that everybody told me I was going to absolutely love. It never got to like the all-timer list, but it's still so solid. It's such a good movie. So yeah.
Okay, so then we'll put to the vote. All in favor of Michael Mann being on for Best Director, raise your hand. Unanimous. Michael Mann makes it. So we're back to Kirk. What is your next pick?
Wouldn't it be funny if I just kept throwing out Best Supporting Actor nominations for Magnolia until one of them stuck? William H.
I like
Mason.
the strategy.
No, I'm going to shift over to Best Adapted Screenplay, and I'm going to throw out Fight Club. I think this is just such a great script. I've never read the book, so I can't talk about how well it's adapted from the novel. But I just think it's such a great, such a well-told story. The pacing is amazing. The way it balances the two characters' their lives and kind of keeps that secret. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the way it kind of weaves that through the entire plot line, and just the way, like I said, the story is told, the way it's paced. It's just a really, I mean, it is, it's all these years, it's been like, knocked down as like just like this film bro movie, but it's a really smart script and a really smart story. And I think it's just really well written. So, best adapted Fight Club, I think it belongs on the list.
All right, Dylan, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's transcendent film bro cinema, definitely. No, it is funny that it has obviously been like like film bros love this movie because it's really not. It's like basically just taking down that whole persona of like the hyper frat bro like persona throughout the whole movie. So that's kind of interesting there. But yeah, it's a phenomenal screenplay. I honestly didn't realize it was adapted until just now. So yeah, I think it would definitely make my 7. So good pick.
What?
I didn't do a whole lot of research into the adapted screenplay. I'm going to be real.
Let me tell you, same boat, buddy.
I just assumed it was original because I was like, that's a cool concept.
I'm terrible with adapted.
There's a whole sequel comic book. Like, come on.
Well, you can assume it's just
comic books to everything.
Anyway,
every time something, I'm like, oh, that's a really good screenplay. Yeah, it's based on a book. Oh, crap. Awesome.
Last time I watched Fight Club, I thought it would be really funny if the multiplex admins started a Fight Club together and just got everyone in multiplex to compete. It would just be a wild Fight Club. But no, this is a phenomenal choice. Fight Club, I'll just say, it doesn't make my picture, but it makes a ton of other below the line categories, and that's just because of how strong 99 is.
Okay, Spence, you had a big reaction.
Very famously, this is in my, I don't know if it's still top 10 all the time, but it's definitely my top 100. I absolutely adore this movie. I think that, honestly, this is just a great time period where you get this, American Psycho, and then pretty soon coming up in other categories, The Matrix. People watch these movies and are fucking idiots about how they actually interpret them. And I love when the creators behind the films are saying, no, you're a fucking idiot and I hate you. And I think Fight Club is one of the premier examples of that. I think... I forget who the actual writer is. I don't think Palahniuk adapts it directly.
It's a long
Chuck
Whoever it is. No, Chuck Palahniuk is like, he's the original writer.
Yeah.
Either way, I think the translating of the comic book to the screen, someone who's read the comic, it's like genuinely masterful. I think in the way that it becomes more filmic. Like, I think it's an incredible piece of work.
Cody, your thoughts?
This is a movie I'm really interested to see over the next 10 years because I think it's went through different phases of oh, this movie's revolutionary and amazing to, oh my God, that movie's fucking ass. Like film bro-ish, all the people, they overhype it. It's in every frat house has the poster. And now I think people are coming back around to it. I think it's great. It could be literally one of those leads for in my book for a ton of nominations for this year. I think it's.
I would also throw it in with Magnolia as one of the most 1999 movies out there.
Shocking that you would throw it in there with Magnolia. I would never see that.
Great choice for adapted screenplay. I think it is a very well written movie. Has everyone spoken on this one?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right.
Oh, did Kirk?
Oh, Kirk, did you talk about Fight Club? I'm sorry.
He picked it.
I nominated it.
Okay.
And also, talk about Fight Club.
Sorry.
Dylan talked a lot, so I thought it was Dylan's pick. That's
Me too. I'm not going to lie.
I stumbled through talking a lot.
All in favor of Fight Club for Best Adaptive Screenplay, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Unanimous. Fight Club makes the list. As we move back to Dylan, now your actual pick.
All right. I'm going to go to original screenplay. I'm realizing now that my number one doesn't have a chance, so I'm going to go with my number 2, which is Being John Malkovich. I love this movie. I think it's such a weird screenplay from one of my favorite writers, Charlie Kaufman. Big fan of him. I like the weird shit, as everyone knows. And yeah, just all the different weird themes that he's able to weave through this movie. It's just very, very interesting. And yeah, it's good stuff. Like the good old Being John Malkovich. Yeah. The show's
go
more
ahead,
prepared
Mason.
to talk about.
Yeah, weird, just like how we like Charlie Kaufman. Incredible debut film from Spike Jonze, incredible debut screenplay. Just every single concept, you're just watching the movie, you're like, how did a human being think of this? Absolutely gets a nomination from me.
I started rewatching this today. I didn't get around to finishing it. It does not make my 7. I am curious if I would still like it on the rewatch because the opening 20 minutes were kind of really annoying. It really just feels like the kind of movie that first year out of film school, you'd be like, yeah, I'm a unique voice, and throw everything at the fucking wall. Maybe it gets better at the end, but God, I really did not enjoy the beginning.
Why don't you go to the movie, Spence? Why don't you go to the movie? We'll see how good it is.
I fucking dropped out of film school. I'll go right back.
Sure.
Move along. No, thank you. This movie's too weird for me.
I really like this movie. I really like the screenplay for this one. I really like how Kaufman kind of seeds every element of this in little ways. In the sense that Cameron Diaz takes care of a chimp in their apartment, and at the end, treats it as a mother, and by the end, where she goes, he's a puppeteer throughout the movie, and ends up being the one who's really good at controlling John Malkovich. I kind of like those elements. I think John Malkovich also quietly is really good in this movie. Maybe we'll talk about him later. Great choice.
I bet the slaps on 2 times speed.
I've never watched it.
First, I just want to say Payson's taking some of this a little too personal. I think Payson needs to just take the temperature down. You didn't make these films, Payson.
Okay. I'm just trying to play into the bit, but I'm genuinely not playing. I'm sorry.
I respect it, Payson. Full set.
But no, it's fine.
No, keep the fire, bitch. I'm ready to fight.
Keep it going. But no, I think as Spence was saying, as a negative, I think it's a positive how it has that film school vibe. I think it just has a real young filmmaker energy who's hey, I have a bunch of ideas and I have the talent to put them together, which is important, and I think is something Kaufman does here. So yeah, I think this is a great screenplay.
All right, everyone, raise your hand if you want Being John Malkovich in for original screenplay. It is in. So 1 off the board for original screenplay. We are back over to Payson.
Remind me, are we allowed to do picture right now?
Sure.
You can do picture right now if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the first one for picture. I've talked about movies that I think defined the psychosis of 1999. I think if we were just talking about movies that when you think of 1999, most people think of 3 movies. One of them is American Beauty. The other is Fight Club. We already talked about it. Really, really good. And then the other, which is one that is in my top 10, it's in my top 5, and that is The Matrix. Lana and Lily Wachowski changed the game with this movie and how we view action, for better and for worse. I even say the characters are so simple, the ideas are so simple, but they somehow work that you can't just not be invested. There's a reason why even people that haven't seen the movie, they know who Neo is. They know who Agent Smith is. They know what fucking Zion is. You could go up to a random person and say, "That's Zion." It's was that the fucking place in the Matrix? Yeah, it's the fucking place from the Matrix. The visuals, it took bullet time from Asian cinema and brought it over to Western audiences. It's just deep enough, but also not in any way complex that no one is going to be lost with the movie. I love Neo. I love Trinity. I love Cypher. Everyone talks about the ending of Fight Club, ending to The Pixies, Where Is My Mind? I see that, and I raise you the Matrix ending to Rage Against the Machine's Wake Up as an even better needle drop. If Terminator 2 didn't exist, this would be my favorite action movie of the 90s. It's easily my favorite blockbuster of this decade. I adore this movie with every fiber of my being. My love for this has gone away. Is when I first saw it, I really liked it, and then I let the internet tell me no, it's really not as good as people say, and then I went back into saying, no, it really is as good as people say. I adore this movie so much.
Payson, you're spitting bars. Like
Yeah.
this movie's fucking phenomenal. Like I think it genuinely, like, I think if we're pointing to
That's
like,
the internet. No, see, that's the internet. I let people like fucking Andrew James Barr convince me that that he is right. He's not right. Barr, you and Doug Walker can shut the fuck up.
Shit. Go ahead.
like this redefined cinema. I think this singularly, this was a moment. I think the fact that you can watch this for the first time. I watched this in like 2018, 2019. I'm like, this should be the most boring, stupid shit on the planet because I've seen everything else copy it. But it still feels so unique and so special. Like it's not perfect, but I think it's one of the best films of the year.
Go ahead, Cody.
I've never heard more justification of voting against something in my entire life. You walk up to a random person on the street and be like, you know what this? Oh, is that for? That doesn't mean that it's great film. That means it was shoved down our throats in pop culture. It doesn't mean anything. I can tell a lot of people things. Overall, the movie itself, I rewatched it. It was the last film I watched today. I watched it back in 2020. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a blind spot that I crossed off. When you watch it again with last, it's not great. Redefined cinema is a joke of a statement. What do you mean it redefines cinema? There's a pole that Matrix is there? No, there's cool effects. There's good moments. There's a shitty actor in the lead of this movie that runs the entire thing. Everybody's talking like they're in this entire like sci-fi world. It's
Because they are. It's literally the sci-fi world.
I get it. Overall, have to grab people the entire time. Well, I don't know. I thought this was my turn. I don't know when you stepped in. I muted myself because I was going to lose my mind while you guys just say that it just popped into zeitgeist and that's what we need to give it the green light because it redefines it. We just did a bunch of buzzwords on film YouTube to say this is why it gives it. Because Neo went back. I think I'm talking. I don't know. I muted myself when I was talking. I don't know why everybody's interrupting me when it's my turn. What the fuck? Have some decorum, you morons. All I'm saying is we're doing all these buzzwords and all this shit on the top just to say, oh, this. They're literally saying nothing. They're saying nothing while they describe it. They're saying, oh, you talk to a homeless guy on the street and he knows that there's a fucking Neo is the chosen one. Who gives a fuck? The movie itself is a bunch of flares that are like, oh, cool. It's like watching a fireworks show outside. It's not that exciting once you've seen it a bunch of times.
I don't know, man. I think this movie's kind of fun. I don't know. I'm not gonna assign some deeper meaning to The Matrix as a movie, but I think it's just a fun action movie. I think it is like the Star Wars of 1999, which is crazy in the year where there's 1999, in the sense that like it was popular, it did new things with effects, and people really liked it. I'm not saying it's like changing movies. I'm just saying in terms of like popularity, it's the Star Wars of that year in a year where there was a Star Wars. That's kind of wild to me. But I like it. I think it's really fun. Go ahead, Kirk.
To be fair, the Star Wars that year was
The
the
Star Wars
Phantom
was
Menace,
not good.
so
Yeah.
I mean,
It sucks.
but I would say, I mean, it's so unfair, but I can't think of this movie without thinking about the sequels, and that just and if we're talking about the whole cultural impact of it, then that kind of has to be taken into consideration, right? The movie itself is good. I do think it's a fun action movie. I do think it has aged a little bit. I think it's a movie that was just a movie like this can't help but age as the years go on. So I do think it's a really solid movie. I think it's a fun movie. I think there's a lot of good stuff. I just don't know if it's best picture movie.
Yeah, it's a great fucking fireworks show. I really like this. But Payson, have you ever seen Existence?
I wasn't able to get to that one.
Okay, that came out this year, and in my opinion, better than Matrix.
I did watch Existence. Okay, let's put it to a vote. The Matrix, Best Picture. Raise your hand if you think it deserves it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about that. Yeah.
Come on, Dylan.
All right, so it is a pencil inclusion on the tie. Typically, we'll say this. Typically, this won't be a problem because we have 7. We just had to drop out this time, unfortunately. So in pencil. All right, Spence, back to you, I believe.
I feel like we haven't had like a weird pitch yet, or like not in a minute. So I need to throw it out there.
Oh boy.
So, like prepping for the show, I was always like, there was one movie that I'm like, you know what? I think I might like this. Let me go on my way and check it out. And I really like Dick. I think that it's like one of like the more interesting comedies of '99, and I want to give it some love somewhere. And I think one of the better ways to go about it is in Best Supporting Actor for Dan Hedaya. I think that it is genuinely like maybe not the best Richard Nixon you've ever seen. I'm sure Philip Baker Hall has that because he played him in Secret Honor. Yes.
Yes.
He did
Yeah. We're not looking for like the perfect, most accurate, but I think he balances like a genuinely good impersonation of Nixon, and also really leaning into like the natural comedy chops that he has. Like he can balance genuinely like terrifying person in power and kind of a massive dumbass at the exact same time. And he genuinely is like befriending these two girls. And every moment of it is so believable. In a movie that has such a weird and stupid idea, I think that he grounds it in such a phenomenal way that he kind of makes the movie.
Cody.
Didn't watch it.
I also didn't find any value in
I watched
watching
the
it.
trailer and said I'm gonna pass.
Same. Kirk.
I like Dan Hedaya. He's a good character actor. I'd like to see him get nominated for an Oscar. It'd be fun to see him at some point. Is he still alive, or did he die? I don't even know. Is he?
Who
Okay.
knows? Maybe.
Well, here's rooting for a future nomination for Dan Hedaya. But I think this is a good comedic performance. I don't think there's anything incredibly memorable about it, though.
Dylan.
Sorry, I didn't get to it.
Jason.
Really good movie. He looks a lot like Richard Nixon. You didn't convince me on this one. I think it's really good. And if you haven't watched Blood Simple, Dan Hedaya is great in Blood Simple.
Great in Blood Simple. All right, raise your hand for Dan Hedaya in Dick.
The living Dan Hedaya deserves a KohOscar nomination. Come on.
Okay, we here at the KohOscars are happy that Dan Hedaya is alive, and we wish you the best.
Let's go.
Anyway, Cody, you've had a great track record so far tonight. What's your next pick?
Well, I need to find something to redefine cinema. I'm still looking for that. And something to influence
Phantom
action.
Menace for Best Picture.
Something that influences all the action movies. That deserves an Oscar for it. I'm going to go with Picture. I was waiting for somebody else to bring up this movie first. They have not. So I'm just going to do it. I was trying to be somebody giving me the Michael Clark Duncan, so no one took that from me. But I'm going to, for Best Picture, I'm going to nominate All About My Mother for Best Picture. It's not the only thing that I would put this movie down for. I would put this for a lot more. This movie is absolutely incredible. When everybody was talking about it, I think it's going to go up on Rewatch. I gave it 4 stars, which I think was low at the time, though it's one of the movies I've thought about since. I think all the performances are outstanding in this. I think the directing of this movie is really good too. Somebody can free to nominate that as well. But yeah, I was waiting for Dylan to bring this up first, but I think it's a clear that deserves into the top 10, in the 10 of that year.
Okay. I did not get a chance to watch All About My Mother. It was one of the ones that I was really hoping to get to towards the end. I do like Almodovar though. So, go ahead, Kirk.
Yeah, I had to study Almodovar earlier this year, and I thought for sure that I got to this, but looking at my letterbox now, I did not.
I'm guessing you played Nazario and it was post.
Yes.
Yep. He does post certain point. Dylan.
The lack of people that have seen this movie is discouraging me for its chances moving forward. Yeah, this is my one pick for Picture. It's my favorite movie of the year. I fucking love this movie. Yeah, it's just the way that Almodovar blends all of the elements that he puts into his movies, where he has massive influence of soap operas and very melodramatic stuff and kind of campy drama stuff, and he makes it all work together. I think the best in this movie, it all comes together in a way that is just fantastic. And yeah, it's an unbelievable movie. Definitely will be talking about it later in other categories for me, so I'll leave it at that.
Basement.
And yeah, you're going to be getting votes from me in those other categories, most likely, as well as Cody's going to get a vote from me in this one. I really like Almodovar, and I think this is my favorite movie I've seen from him. I just think the way how he tackles all of these characters and all the sadness they're going through, while also not maybe like diving quite into like his like really like show offy like horny stuff that he's really famous for. I think maybe makes this one even a little bit more accessible, but no, I think this is a phenomenal pick, and yeah, it would make my 5 is what I would say.
Spence, have you seen All About My Mother?
I have. There's a lot of movies this year that would get 4 stars for me. Unfortunately, all of my top 10 is 4.5 or higher. It's not bad. It's a very good movie, just didn't quite connect with me like it did for everyone else.
Okay. All right, to the vote. Raise your hand. For All About My Mother pick.
What are you voting for?
You're voting.
I am agreeing for Best Picture spot. One of mine is definitely not getting in. I'm gonna trust on the passion. This deserves a spot.
I get it. I get it.
Thank you.
I don't know how I feel about that. That sounds disgusting to me.
Cody, we're getting the show over quicker. That's the goal.
Taking one for the
All
team.
About My Mother is the first locked-in pick. The
I
Matrix.
remember that. I remember that.
You can also call it a future favor. But no, I was convinced.
I gave Cody.
Okay. There you go. I'm gonna
You
come
lost
back.
on Matrix.
I'm gonna come back here to Best Supporting Actress. I'm gonna throw another one into the pool. I think that in many other years, her performance in this movie would be my winner. I think Toni Collette in The Sixth Sense is fantastic. In a movie that I don't love the way everyone else does, but still think is very good. I think that she's the best part of it. I think that she does an immaculate job of kind of playing this really struggling, difficult character, and yet you really feel for her. You care for her through the whole thing, and I think she has a lot of really great moments, especially with Haley Joel Osment, like in the car. I think she's very great. So, Toni Collette, The Sixth Sense. Kirk.
Yeah, it's really easy for her to get lost in the shuffle because everybody remembers Bruce Willis and everybody remembers Haley Joel Osment. But I think in the limited time she's given in this film, I think she does have a lot of great moments. I mean, the scene in the car with the bike rider and talking about her mom, I think is just really fantastic. And I think this is just I mean, this is on my short list for support actress.
Dylan.
Yeah, great pick. She's definitely on my list as well. I think she's phenomenal in this movie. When I watched for the first time for this, it's kind of like a role that was teed up for her to kill right off the start. I knew because I've seen her in Hereditary, obviously, and I know that came way after this. But I'm like, okay, her playing like a grieving mother with a lot of like emotional trauma. Like, obviously she's gonna kill it, and she does knock it out of the park. So yeah, she's great.
Amazing.
Yeah, really, really great performance. Wouldn't make my 7, but I think I'm going to spare everyone and maybe knock off one of my 7s because I think you convinced me. I think looking at my ballot, I think it was a little rude not nominating her. So, she's excellent.
Spence.
She's my 3 in this category. I do think supporting actress is just like one of the weaker categories this year, but I think that she is like. I think the 2 acting categories, also, or like the 2 male acting categories, are too strong. I don't nominate either Osment or Willis. I think she slots in the weaker category and a very good performance of that.
Good.
Outstanding. Good choice.
All right, let's put it to the vote. In for supporting actress, unanimous. Hell yeah, I got it. Toni Collette is on the ballot for best supporting actress as we go back to Kirk.
Okay, I think I'm going to go back to back on that category, and I'm going to go back to the movie I just did. I'm going to nominate Helena Bonham Carter for Best Supporting Actress. I think this is just such a fantastic character that she creates, and I think a lot there is. I mean, I nominated this for screenplay, so there's a lot on the page, but I think she brings so much more to it. I think just her attitude, her personality, her mannerisms, her physical acting are all just so on point. And I think she really has to be the anchor in this movie because she's really the only person who is like up close and personal experiencing Tyler Durden, and you really get a lot of him filtered through what she witnesses through both variations of that character. So I think and there's a lot of just the way she has that tough exterior, and she's willing to go and sit there and smoke a cigarette in the testicular cancer support group and just not give a crap about it. But also, when she's the general hurt and confusion she feels by the way she's being treated by Tyler. I think there's a lot going on there, and the way the character ends, I think, is really beautiful. So yeah, I think this is one of the best actress performances of the year. So I'm throwing it out there.
Dylan.
Yeah, I don't know why when I was making the acting categories, I didn't even think of this. Because, I think she's phenomenal in the movie. Definitely a great pick. Probably my favorite performance in the movie. Well, now that I think about it, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't know why it didn't dawn on me, but yeah, great pick.
Payson, Helena Bonham Carter.
She makes my 5. She makes my 7. I think she is excellent in this film at just sort of playing the weirdly ideal dream girl, these damaged men of these times, but also bringing a lot of heart to that role. I maybe the defining Helena Bonham Carter role that isn't like Tim Burton. So it's easily my favorite role that I think she's ever given.
Spence.
Performance.
Yeah, just fucking phenomenal. Best movie of the year. One of the best performances in the movie. Let's just wrap the shit up.
Good.
Horseshit, awful. No shit.
All right, I agree. I think she's amazing. All in favor of Helena Bonham Carter making it in? Raise your hand. Unanimous. Helena Bonham Carter is the third one off the board for
That's
best
her fourth nomination, right?
What?
Yeah, it's my
Fourth nomination. Okay.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, you're so right. Sorry, fourth. So Dylan, back to you.
I realized I should have been prepping these more for what my next pick was going to be. Thinking on the spot here. I'm going to rep my boy, David Lynch, Straight Story. This is one of my favorite movies by him. And I think, it's one of those ones where it's obviously on paper, David Lynch doing a Disney family movie, basically like this. Not one not something that you'd expect to work as well, but it's still it still has a bit of Lynchian elements to it. Still very much feels like a film by him without being super weird and off-putting for many audiences. It's definitely his more accessible. I think his most accessible film, and I think it's just I like how kind of slight it feels a little bit. I mean that in a nice way, where it's very just grounded, and he gets great performances from everyone in the movie, and just overall one of my favorite films from one of my favorite directors, and I think he just knocks the story out of the park.
You putting that up for Best Picture right now?
I put it up for Best Director. Sorry,
correct.
I forgot to say.
I didn't get it. Okay. David Lynch. All right.
Picture, not director.
Lynch couldn't quite make my 7. He probably would have been my 8, which sucks because I do love David Lynch. At the same time, The Straight Story was also kind of out of the range for picture, and with everything Dylan said of how Lynch just sort of takes his style, his weird, quirky style, but makes it slightly more accessible. This, and also takes in the industrial sounds he's known for, takes in those wide ideas he's known for. I'm willing to toss this one a nomination to get it represented here and maybe kill one of my darlings again.
Spence.
Nah. David Lynch, not my guy. And he you take away all of the sauce. You just you put an unseasoned burger in front of me. What the fuck are we doing here?
Hey yo, hold up.
Why?
Jody.
The quality of meat is good enough. You don't need a ton of seasoning on it. So
there's no salt or pepper. It's just I got nothing to do with it.
There's no lady in the radiator doesn't mean there's no sauce.
You just have shit taste. That's what I'm saying. So I, as not the David Lynch guy,
was in this,
would give the green light for this. Good choice.
The most digestible David Lynch movie, I think, by far. And I tend to agree that while it's not a lot of his typical themes that he wants to deal with, I think he takes something that is out of his wheelhouse and just hits a home run with it by being kind of more kind of more palatable than normal. Kirk.
Yeah, David Lynch as a director, his films are hit or miss for me. This one is definitely a hit. And I agree. I think there is a lot of him in here. For somebody who has a like just a reputation for being kind of a freak, I think he did just have some like really like optimistic views of people and humanity, and that shows here. I think he's just an optimistic person, and I don't. And it's cool because I feel like this movie like takes place or could take place like on like the sunnier sides of Twin Peaks. Like it still has that like weirdness to it. Like it might not be like deadly and dangerous and creepy, but like it still has just a lot of really weird folks in it, and very like typical David Lynch characters. So, but no, I think this is a great directing effort by him, regardless, and I think it deserves a nomination.
All in favor of David Lynch for Best Director, raise your hand. David Lynch is in.
You got it, Dylan. Good shit.
Thank you.
David Lynch has locked in the third spot open on director. So, Payson, where are we going next?
Yeah, we've been dancing around them. I'll just rip off the Band-Aid. My favorite performance in Magnolia is Tom Cruise as Frank T.J. Mackey. It looks like Kirk is already pissed off, so I just hope he doesn't completely tune out my argument. When you first meet this character, he just is like embodying essentially all these like male internet pros that we see nowadays, like appealing to like young impressionable boys. It's honestly kind of fascinating that Frank T.J. Mackey hasn't become like the poster child for them. Immediately he's just unlikable there. And then you go to the interview scene where like everyone always talks about the ending, like Tom Cruise in the ending of this film. And I think he's excellent there. I think him during the interview is, for me, the peak of this performance, where when the interviewer just starts breaking him down and you have that shot where he is just looking right at her and just you see all the different emotions and all the different thoughts of this one guy that very much like presents an image. Like you see everything just sort of breaking down and just how he's going to get out of this. And then you see how that interview affects him in the next presentation. And then when he finally decides to go visit his dad at the end, where this like hyper masculine guy that is always about like, if you follow my guidelines, I'm all about getting laid, women are objects. He finally is face to face with the guy that very much molded his view, and he just starts breaking down, and it is just a shell of a man. I know everyone always says like, did you know Leonardo DiCaprio really cut his hand on the set of Django Unchained? And I always roll my eyes at that. I'm going to do it tonight. Did you all know that Philip Seymour Hoffman was actually breaking down when he saw Tom Cruise break down in Magnolia, because Tom Cruise was so locked in that performance? I think there is so much to this character. I do think a large part of why Cruise is so good in this is because his character is so rich. But I think Cruise absolutely takes everything that works about him as an actor and also goes into places that we have not seen him go to since 1999.
Okay, Spence, Tom Cruise.
I respect the cock. He's phenomenal here. I don't know if he's the best performance in the movie, but he is my favorite.
I'll take him.
Cody.
You're muted.
Muted.
Don't get it. Don't get it. One good scene does not make the acting performance for me. I think he's fine in that one scene. I think it carries the emotional elements that you need. I think overall, I just don't see anybody but Tom Cruise until that scene, and yeah, doesn't do it for me.
What's the one scene that you're talking about?
Is it the
When he
ending?
breaks down. Yeah, when he breaks
I'm
down.
not sure that's the best scene, but fair. No, I get it. Like, I love that scene.
That's my. That's
Fair, yeah. I just love the interview so much.
I think he's great. I think he is my favorite performance in Magnolia. I think that he has a lot of great moments. I think he plays the most awful character in the movie, and throughout it, I don't even know if we fully redeem that character in my eyes, but I think Cruise brings that character to life in such a believable way where I hate him more. So, yeah, I think Cruise does a great job. Kirk.
I've said it a million times. It's Tom Cruise variation number 3, and then he ugly cries at the end. There's nothing special or impressive about this performance at all. Payson, please do not take what I'm about to say personally, but if Hollywood is high school, then Tom Cruise is the captain of the football team. Tom Cruise is the prom king. And it comes around, Magnolia is the science fair. And we get to the science fair, and Tom Cruise shows up, and he makes this very basic, like, baking soda volcano. And because we know the captain of the football team, he's not that bright, but we love him. So, hey, he got that mixture of baking soda perfectly right. So we're going to ignore all these people who did, like, actual real science. And because we know the degree of difficulty is so high for him, and he met the bare minimum, giving him this nomination is giving that volcano the blue ribbon. That's all this is, because it is such a to say he's your favorite performance in this movie is nuts. It's because you're so impressed you're seeing Tom Cruise do anything that slightly may not be Tom Cruise in the slightest, which it mostly is, but there's a little bit there, maybe more. It's like 1 inch above what Tom Cruise really does, and we're so impressed by that because we love Tom Cruise so much. That's all this is. There is nothing special or memorable or anything about this performance. It's just Tom Cruise being Tom Cruise. That's it.
I just gotta say that's one of the craziest, but most well-constructed arguments I've ever heard in my life.
That's brutal. That's wild.
Go ahead, Dylan.
What's
Have you
that?
ever heard of it?
I don't know how I'm going to follow that. I will say.
Go ahead.
I will say, I think this performance, because Scott had to dip out at the last minute, was kind of dealt a bad hand with this panel. It's like, I'm on record as we talked about before, not being a Tom Cruise fan, but I will say I think he is actually really good in this movie. He starts out, definitely. I do see. I when it started out, when we first introduced him, I do definitely see I had the same issue I see with Tom Cruise a lot, where I just see Tom Cruise. But then as we sit with his character more, and it's like like Payson kept bringing up the interview scene. That's the scene more where we see like sort of like the like him start to break down a little bit in the interview, and just be like that subtle change in his character. And from that moment in, I'm like completely locked in, and I think he's giving like one of the best performances of his career for me. Even though I'm not a big fan of him in general. But yeah, I'll pay it forward because I know a lot of people love this love this performance. And Payson and Koho were nice to me when voting for my categories. So yeah,
Part of the strategy.
All right, all in favor of Tom Cruise in Magnolia, raise your hand.
Let's go.
He is in. Tom Cruise takes
Tom
the
Cruise
second
has 2
spot.
nominations here.
Fuck yeah, he does. Greatest actor of all time.
did he get into Ice Mode Show?
He currently is in. He currently is in. Because
Spence, did you say greatest actor of all time?
Hell yeah.
Oh my
Hell
god.
okay.
yeah.
Thank you for letting me know I never have to take you seriously again.
All right, Natalie, you're up.
I don't know how high schools in Pittsburgh are, but if your football captains are that short, that's kind of wild. Like.
Okay, Spence, go ahead.
My goal right now is to get one category locked down so we can hurry this shit along. I think we can all agree that somebody who deserves a Best Actor nomination is Matt Damon in The Talented Mr. Ripley. I think that is such a hard movie to sell. I think that requires someone of immense talent, and I don't think that's Matt Damon. If you told me going into this that like Damon is gonna basically have all these different fucking personalities and balance it, I would not fucking believe you. But he sells it. He is absolutely incredible in this movie. He is the reason it works. I think beyond that, he is the reason it's iconic. I think every time I will think about this movie, it is Damon's deft handling of every single scene he's in, especially towards the end as it begins to balance the fear with the facades that he's putting up and all the layers going into it. It is incredible work from him.
Go ahead, Cody.
I'm a big fan of Matt Damon. I have no issue with voting for. I'm surprised that you picked.
He's my two. He's incredible.
Unlike everybody else in this panel, I'm just here for the ride, so I'm not trying to rush anything fucking along. So I might just start fucking tanking everybody to make people miserable, and I'm here alone by myself making sticks. Who's all on the list right now?
So now we have 5 spots currently filled. Assuming this goes through, Damon with Talented Mr. Ripley, Jim Carrey, Man on the Moon, Tom Cruise, Eyes Wide Shut, Richard Farnsworth, The Straight Story, Denzel, The Hurricane, with 2 spots remaining. So to be clear, if we lock this one in, we'll stay here until the last 2 spots on actor are locked in, and then we put that category away. Correct? Is that what we talked about?
Yeah, I don't know.
How do the penciled in ones work though? Like how?
Well, two of those currently hold the spot because there were 3.
If it gets to the end, then we'll have to decide between those 2. All of us will have to vote. Whoever has the most vote will get through.
Correct.
I'm not voting right now, but I like the movie. I just don't know if he's best actor. We'll hear what everybody else has to say. We'll see if they can swim.
First of all, we do not tolerate Matt Damon slander here. That man is a great actor. I love Matt Damon. But Spence did. Spence said he's a one-note mediocre actor, and they're open.
I did not use those words. I said I did not believe he could pull this off, and yet he did.
Okay, but you write him off as dad. I'm using the things you've said in private to me about Matt Damon. You do not think Matt Damon is a good actor. But
you're bringing off the record on the record. You're slandering me.
The point is, I think Matt Damon's a great actor, and I think this is the second best performance of his career, which I think is like story. I think, and Cody, I don't know how recently you've watched the movie, the amount of people he is playing in this movie, to the point where he himself doesn't realize who he is by the end, is really cool. Because I think Matt Damon, when you first introduce him, you're like, okay, Matt Damon, he's very likable, he's very charming, and he turns that, and it gets more twisted into, is he the guy that he portrays to Jude Law? Is he the person that he portrays to Gwyneth Paltrow, to Kate Blanchett? All these different shades to him come out until the very end when he himself has that breakdown. I think he's really great. So I think behind Good Will Hunting, second best performance. I think Good Will Hunting is his best performance, but I think that this is a very good performance right behind it. Deserves to be in.
I don't love Matt Damon. I don't think he's a bad actor, but I don't think he's ever done anything super great. I watched this movie. It really didn't hit me as anything like award worthy. He's good in it. But yeah, it's a Matt Damon performance. Take it for what it is.
Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, I watched this movie mainly because I didn't realize that Matt Damon was like would have been like a big player for best lead actor. I mainly watched it because I heard a lot about Jude Law, and I was really shocked by how much I thought Matt Damon was fantastic in it. I think he's this is probably my favorite performance that I've seen from him. I haven't seen Good Will Hunting, I'll say that. I need to get around to watching that.
Well, when we get to 97, Dylan's forced
blind spot next year.
But yeah, I think he's great in this for all the reasons everyone else said.
Face him.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. This is probably my favorite Damon performance, as well as my winner of 99. I think what Spence was saying. I think it is useful to this part to have a character that you wouldn't see as someone like Tom Ripley playing Tom Ripley, because it makes that character so much more interesting. I think all the different levels of rich preppy kid to just twisted macabre serial killer that Damon goes is just really, really effective, and a lot of it is on his shoulders, and I think he is excellent. Yeah, it's so funny. People don't know this. Jude Law is gone through after the first half, he is gone from this movie, and almost all of it is on Damon's shoulders, as well as an incredible supporting cast. But no, this movie does not work if Matt Damon is not good, and he is excellent here.
Also, quick question, because I didn't realize until this year that Tom Ripley is in a character in a bunch of other movies. Does he just do this shit to other characters in every other fucking movie he's in?
Yeah.
Is it all just...
I think there's like a franchise.
How does he keep getting away with this?
The whole point is he's just so smart. He's just so smart that no one can catch him.
All in favor of Matt Damon for Best Actor, raise your hand. Matt Damon locks up a spot. So that puts us in this position. We now have 5 spots currently filled on Best Actor. Once we have 5 spots filled, we stay here till we lock the full 7. So technically there are 2 spots, but like Cody said, we only have 3 votes on 2 of them. So if we have anything that gets more support, it will go in over those. So Cody, we go to you. Do you have a best actor pick you want to nominate?
Do I have to stay on Best Actor?
Do we want to make it that we can move off it, or are we going to try and close Best Actor?
Well, I feel like when we do all of the nominations, I feel like we'll be able to cross that one off real quick. Like,
and that's fine.
If somebody else wants to take it,
we'll circle back.
Because I want to take a swing.
Take a swing.
How many are locked in for Best Picture right now?
One hard locked, one maybe in The Matrix.
Okay. I feel like I'm going to lose this battle, but I truly believe this is one of the best films of 99. Some would say the original is really good, and I agree with them. But I think Toy Story 2 is the best animated sequel of all time. And I believe Toy Story 2 is truly a best picture of this year. I think it is outstanding. The years have gone on. It still hits just as hard. I think there are emotional elements that some movies can't even get to where this movie gets to. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's got a great villain. It's got everything truly that I want in the thing. I show this to my kids and their face like lit up when they're watching it. I think it's got everything that you want, and it's truly one of the best pictures of this year.
Yeah, absolutely great choice. It's one of my 10 for picture as well. I think it is still one of Pixar's best, and I think it is the best Toy Story movie, period, of the four. So I think it deserves to get in. Kirk, Toy Story 2.
There are Toy Story movies I might nominate for Best Picture in their given year. This isn't one of them. It's just not my favorite of the franchise, or one of my favorites of the franchise.
Because you're Prospector Pete.
Sure.
There aren't any Toy Story movies I would nominate for Best Picture, and this is one of them. But this is my fourth favorite animated film. I think it's still of this year. I think it's still like really good. But in terms of like, because I definitely want animation to get its representation in the 10 best pictures of the year. This is not one of the ones that I would put up there though.
Mason.
There are two animated movies in my top 10 movies in 1999, and this is one of them. Cody, you are absolutely spitting with this one. This is an incredible film. I also think it's the best Toy Story movie. I just think the characters only improve in this film. I think Woody, I think it's Woody's journey of saying, like, do I leave my friends behind and go to a place where I'm going to be more respected, or do I want to be with the people that make me happy? Is like just one of those adult themes that Pixar is just known for. The everything with Jessie is so heartbreaking to watch, and is just just classic Pixar pulling at your heartstrings. Genuinely, like, aside from The Incredibles, this might be my favorite Pixar movie, and I think it's absolutely astounding. Yeah, a phenomenal year for animation, but I think this is the best animated movie of those.
Spence.
I think even though Fight Club is my favorite of the year, I think this is undoubtedly the best film of the year. Like, I think it's perfect. No asterisk.
Interesting. Okay, all in favor of Toy Story 2 for Best Picture, raise your hand.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Toy Story 2 locks in the second confirmed spot, third possible spot for Best Picture.
I also think it did a lot better for me nominating it than anybody younger than me nominating it. Because I think I did this a favor.
I appreciate that.
Okay. I'm going to take a swing back to Best Actor real quick and reach into the group. I'm really happy one person's here because they can back me the fuck up, I hope. I think Al Pacino in The Insider is the best performance in the movie. I think that while Russell Crowe is very good, I think Al Pacino has a lot more impressive moments. I think this is the best distillation of like late stage Pacino. I think that he comes in and the best scenes of the movie are towards the end of the third act when he has to go head to head with 60 Minutes and yell at them, and like he's like, I've never burned a source, and now my word is tainted. And how the movie in the third act becomes Al Pacino's movie without question, and he still drives for the first two acts hand in hand with Crowe. I think that while Crowe is doing a bigger, not bigger, but like a more flashier performance in the sense that like Crowe Crow gets a different type of character to play than he normally does, and this is more in line with what Pacino normally does. I think Pacino steps into that role and makes it the best version of one of those roles he's ever done. So, Kirk, Al Pacino, yeah, he's doing it.
Honestly, I it's been a while since I've seen this, so I wasn't sure if he would like classify for lead, because otherwise I would have had him as lead. He would have been one of my nominations. So yeah, I think he's great in this. I think him and Crow are both great. But I would, if I had to give a nomination, I'd go with Pacino.
Dude.
I don't know. You're so nice to me on the voting for All About My Mother without having seen it. This is tough for me though, because it's like, I think Al Pacino's great in the movie. I think this is maybe my favorite performance from Russell Crowe though that I've seen. So it's kind of hard for me because I know we're winding down on the best actor picks. I don't know if I can give it to Pacino, but
we do have 2 spots. Just remember,
we do have 2 spots. Yeah.
At least 2 spots, maybe 4 spots. Mason.
I think Pacino is really, really good in this movie. But when you have a movie that is a two-hander and you are getting upstaged in almost every single scene by your co-actor, it's kind of hard to give him the nomination. And not only are you getting upstaged by your co-actor, you're getting upstaged by the actor who has the less flashier role, because Russell Crowe is just so powerful in that movie. Hey, there's another Pacino performance this year. Maybe we'll be talking about that one. A great speech in that one. So, but yeah,
if we were giving a best scene, maybe we'd be talking about that performance.
Best editing.
Best editing.
Best editing. Nominated cocaine.
And this is a very strong year for Best Actor. I understand it. I might throw it in there if we need it, but right now I'm not super sold.
Cody.
This is the hard. You said some of the stuff that's just total bullshit in there. Like you're saying, like Pacino after Sin of a Woman went to a direction which he works in some films and doesn't work in other films. I think Crow is better than Pacino in this film, and my only thing is I would throw a vote for Pacino, but if I don't know if Russell's coming from somebody else, and I think if we're getting one from the insider, I'm gonna go Russell over Pacino.
Again, there's 2 spots. I would probably throw.
There won't be, because I don't want to do both from insider. I don't want to do that personally.
All right, all in favor of Al Pacino for the insider, raise your hand.
I'll bring it to 3, I guess. It'll be a maybe. It'll be a maybe.
Son of a bitch!
I will make it 4.
Oh,
He's locked.
Do you drop your hand?
Locked.
Do you drop your hand?
No, because I wanted it to be at 3, so I'm gonna take it back. Actually, I'm gonna take it back.
I think we need to start whiteboarding this stuff.
No, I am only giving my vote to make
There's
this
too much politics.
easy.
we aren't whiteboarding. I brought my whiteboard for them.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, let's go,
No.
baby.
If Dylan is rescinded, then I am rescinded. 2 votes.
Then I'm
it's
going
fair.
back in.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm trying to politic this.
It should be the first. It should be the first in because I'm torn with some of my other picks.
No, you need
Okay,
to.
Dylan,
you
you have to make a choice right now, in or out.
That's the point of it. Whiteboard just makes it.
I'll go in.
fun.
I'll go in.
Okay.
4 in.
Then Al
done.
Pacino is locked. He's one of the 7.
Sorry.
He is in. Al Pacino is one of the 1, 2, 3, 4 locked guaranteed spots, which means we have 1 open spot for sure and 2 maybe spots that can be pushed.
You're not whiteboarding the next episode either. So get ready to debate.
No, there's no whiteboards. This is what makes it fun. Okay, Kirk.
Well, they just raised and lowered their hands for the rest of the night. We're here like 4 hours. Like,
Well, no, we'll just cut them off and make it a no vote and move on.
Kirk, you're up.
Okay, so yeah, we got. I want to take throw a Hail Mary here for Best Actor, since it's probably not getting back to me. But I definitely think it's probably not going to make it, but definitely somebody I think needs to be considered. And I want to talk about Terrence Stamp in The Limey. This is a fantastic role. Not a great movie. It's Soderbergh. It's not his best. It's a lot of weird editing and just some stuff in this I don't love, but I think Terrence Stamp is great. He plays basically like a career hitman criminal whose daughter's murdered, and he goes to get revenge. and that very easily could like turn into Liam Neeson and Taken. But he brings a lot of depth to this. You know, he's out there and doing violence and all the stuff you'd want from like the old man gets revenge and beats up all the young guys kind of stuff movie. But he also brings like a lot of like pathos to it, where you know he's a grieving dad, and he's sad, and he doesn't know how the kind of guy he is, the kind of life he's led. He doesn't know how to process that, and you see him struggling with that throughout this film. So I think there's a lot of layers to it, and you know, he just passed away not too long ago, guys. So I think we really need to show Terrence Stamp the respect he deserves here. So
you're not gonna play the dead moral compass.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey guys, Dan
After the
and Dan,
conversation we
let's put
just
him in
had,
best
you're
supporting
kind of
actor.
putting him at a disadvantage here. If there's one pick left for this category,
I there's one pick left. I think he's better. This performance is better than at least half of what we already have on here. So, put that out there.
Dylan.
well, we just had the conversation about Crow, so I'm afraid I can't. I do think he's really good in this movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. I definitely want to rewatch it. I thought it was a pretty good time. Yeah, given what's left that we haven't put in yet, I gotta say no, unfortunately.
Oh my!
And I feel bad for myself because that's kind of on me. But
I love that the nice Canadian had to go next, right after Kirk said that he died.
Yeah, I'm with Kirk. Terrence Stamp is incredible in this movie. He makes my 7. He's really good at playing tired. I'm really mad Dylan didn't even listen to what I was going to say, where I was going to say if we don't vote in Pacino, I was going to bring up Crow, which now you can hear. If we vote Terrence Stamp in, I can still bring in Russell Crowe, and we can take out Pacino and say it's a maybe, because Crow is the better performance in that movie. But no, Terrence Stamp is excellent in the line.
I haven't seen it.
Didn't watch it.
I haven't seen it.
oh, then we don't need to worry about it. Pace.
All right, all in favor of Terrence Stamp, raise your hand.
We get a maybe on this one? Can we get a maybe on that? Can we get 3?
We saw what happened when I tried that last
Well,
time.
hold on a second. And I think it's basically said like no one's going to vote for Crow now since Pacino's in, so Crow really does have a chance.
No, fuck
Yeah,
that.
I'll vote for Crow if it comes back around.
I'm bringing Crow up next.
I'll put Crow in that last spot, 100%. So dead, gone. Sorry, R.I.P. Terrence Stamp.
Wow.
Whoa! Word choice.
Bad
Holy
choice of
fuck.
words. I realized that. Dylan, up to you.
Jeez. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go over to again. I should have been more prepared for when it came back to me.
What have you been doing for the last 5
I've
minutes?
just been enjoying the conversation.
That's
be
your fucking
honest.
fault.
Here we go. Let's go talk about more animation. I'm going Best Picture. This movie hasn't been brought up yet. It's, in my opinion, the best animated movie this year by far, Princess Mononoke. It was released in the U.S. in 1999, therefore it counts. But yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite films from one of my favorite directors, Hayao Miyazaki. And I mean, yeah, it's just, it's a great adventure film, rollicking, good time. A lot darker than most of his movies. Like there's actually, when I remember first watching this and I was shocked by like, there's a fair bit of gore in this. And I was like, whoa, that's neat. Yeah, great movie. Hopefully everyone votes for it.
Mason.
I love this movie. I love Hayao Miyazaki. I think it is a really great story about like nature versus civilian expansion. I think Hayao Miyazaki is saying a lot of important things. But in a year like 1999, my 6th favorite Hayao Miyazaki movie isn't cutting the top 10. It sucks, but that's just the cards I'm dealt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not. I can put you my list. I mean, it was a bad movie on your
I
part.
believe you. I believe you.
Like, I will send you my top 10.
Guys,
Go
the
ahead.
Melee Writers Room just took a fucking hit, man.
It's going to be an awkward writer's room.
Just the cameras were rolling in that bitch right now. Oh, we are in trouble.
Look, I'm sorry. I realize I made a mistake with Pacino. Okay, I get it.
I benefit. Spence.
Movie good. Not good enough. Not even the best anime film from this year, in my opinion.
Cody.
I don't hate that take.
Okay, I'm just shocked because, no offense, I don't pay attention to release dates. I just didn't consider this at all because it's
You brought it up in the
97.
chat.
Oh, I don't read the chat. I don't like a lot of people just drop things. But overall, it's one of the only movies that really worked for me for Studio Ghibli. So, if this is eligible, I'd consider it.
I still have yet to see Mononoke.
You run the fucking league. You run this fucking show, and you skip it.
I haven't watched Mononoke yet. Sorry.
That's right. It was in another trivia league, and no one watched it then either. So it's not.
This is why they won't bring it back. Kirk, upstanding guys they are.
Yeah.
Are you muted, Kirk? Either you're muted or you're talking, and I can't hear you.
This is higher tier Ghibli for me, but still probably is going to get a Best Picture nomination.
Yeah. Dylan.
I brought it up.
Oh, you brought it up. Fuck, you brought it up, and I thought it was a Payson pick. I don't know why I did that. All right,
We'll
let's
see.
get her Mononoke. Raise your hand.
How does the show work?
Yeah. Oh,
Wow, Cody.
All right.
That one hurts, but it's all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, when Cody's on your side, but everybody else goes.
We are back to you.
So this is the last cycle before we start jumping around, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we start locking off categories.
Let's see if we can lock down actor. I am going because I don't think anyone's going to take my two. I am going to take someone that was nominated this year, and in my opinion, is the best lead performance in The Sixth Sense. Haley Joel Osment. I think Haley Joel Osment is excellent in The Sixth Sense. I think so much of this movie is put on his shoulders. We talk about how the Oscars got it completely wrong in 1999, and if you watch this movie, the fact that they put him in supporting is the equivalent of putting like fucking Sam Rockwell and Moon in supporting actor. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? No, I think like it is a very challenging. Okay, that is maybe an
That's a
exaggeration.
ridiculous thing. But anyway.
There's two of them though. So
It is a very challenging performance in just the like in the serious subject matter they make Haley Joel Osment go through, and there are so many other kid actors that would just crumble with the material, and he sells it so hard. It is really tough for a kid to act like an adult, like convincingly, and I think he does it in such a strong way. I think Haley Joel Osment is excellent in this.
Before I get around to comments, I want to clarify something for voting because I would like to play some politics. I think there is a better Best Actor performance that I would rather champion. If it's Dead in the Water, I'm happy to give you the vote, Payson, because he would have been my 8. Can I get a call on the play?
I personally have a different point of order I want to make right now. I do believe he is Best Supporting Actor. I think The Sixth Sense is Bruce Willis's movie.
I'm gonna let you know. Okay, like regardless of what you think about story, Haley Joel Osment has more screen time than Bruce Willis does in this movie.
I don't care about the screen time argument when it comes to the placement of an actor in a category. I don't. I think Jack Nicholson.
What are we measuring
has
on?
more screen time
Those
than
are fucking
Batman.
crazy pills today.
I don't think Batman '89 is Jack Nicholson's movie because the Joker's in more of it than Batman. It's still called Batman. It's still Michael Keaton's movie. Like, it's still Michael
It's called
Keaton.
The Sixth Sense. It's not called Bruce Willis's movie.
Yeah, but Bruce Willis is the subject of The Sixth Sense. He's what The Sixth Sense is about.
Haley Joel Osment has.
But he sees dead people.
He sees Bruce Willis, who is the dead person that the movie
He's the titular Sixth Sense.
He is Bruce Willis is the Sixth Sense that he's seeing.
The entire middle of that movie.
Co-leads, baby.
Yeah, okay. Back to my point of order. If I'm allowed to do it, I would rather nominate Matthew Broderick in Election. I think
as someone who loves him, I'm not
phenomenal.
Are we doing this now? We're just going to say whatever, throw whatever.
Yes,
Guys, Crow is still available.
I'll vote
don't think
Haley
what
Joel
Spence
Osment
is
over
doing
Broderick.
even is allowed, personally.
No, yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. If that is Dead in the Water, I will give a vote to Haley Joel Osment.
You won't know if it's Dead in the Water until you nominate it next. That's why I fucking asked first. Sucks. Welcome to the show, bitch.
Okay, Cody, your guys' show, if you guys are, I think tipping picks is a really weird thing to do.
I agree. That's weird.
Yeah.
I be fair with it. I greenlit it, but
To be fair,
looking
isn't
back
Adelaide?
now-
Isn't this also Adelaide?
The Red
Isn't
Sox are
Adelaide one of
fucking
the
great.
hosts?
This is a good pick. Cody, what do you think?
I do want to.
If I had to pick between Broderick and Haley Joel Osment, I think it's a pretty night and day, and I would
pick
go
Crow.
Haley Joel Osment. Yeah, I would pick Russell Crowe on the inside.
Yeah, what are we doing? We can say no to both. We can still say no to both, guys.
Question. Point of order. If we kill Haley Joel Osment as lead, can we nominate him in supporting?
I would agree. I think
okay
that
with
he's a
that.
supporting
Oh, I
performance.
definitely think that's fine. Yeah.
I think Haley Joel
There you
Osment
go,
is best supporting actor for the Sixth Sense, but he's
Kirk,
not.
what are your thoughts on this?
I feel weird voting that way.
Now I have to ask. Now I have to worry if Haley Joel Osment doesn't get in. Who's going to? I'll ask this, and if we're allowed to ask anything and tell whatever, who's going to vote for Broderick?
Okay, here's
Not me.
Not me.
Let's
here's
stop
the option.
with this.
Broderick's a block of wood unless it's Simba.
Let's talk about Tom Hanks in The Green Mile. What if I?
Here's
Oh,
the-
amen!
What do you want us to do?
Okay,
Let's mention every single one of our possible nominations now, and we'll figure out whether or not we're going to vote for Haley Joel
I'm
Osment.
dabbling.
Come get to
I
97,
am
I'm nominating the
dabbling.
vote.
I am
Nominating the vote.
dabbling.
Titanic.
This show
Here's
is
my
fucking
proposal. Let's change. Like, if Pace is okay with it, let's nominate Osment in supporting for Sixth Sense. I will drop the fucking ball on Broderick, and then we move on. I think we all agree Osment deserves a nomination.
I'm not a slimy fucking asshole like you. I brought him in lead because I think he's a lead.
I agree with you, but if he's not gonna fucking get in and
Okay,
lead,
I am
Payson,
closing,
this is
I
what
am
the
closing
Academy
the discussion down. Payson nominated Haley Joel Osment in Best Lead for The Sixth Sense. Do we think Haley Joel Osment is Best Actor worthy for The Sixth Sense? Raise your hand if he goes in for Best Actor for you.
Sorry, Cole.
Done. Okay.
okay.
Adelaide Spence, who's your next pick?
Okay,
I fucking
this is-
love this show already. Go ahead.
I have been keeping tally, so I don't fuck up. I got one Best Actor nomination left. I'm gonna make sure that I don't fucking waste my vote. Cody is right. Kirk is right. Tom Hanks in The Green Mile is fucking incredible. Do I prefer Broderick? Sure. But I want to keep my fucking tally marks in check so I can shut the fuck up if y'all put in an actor again. Tom Hanks in The Green Mile.
Your official pick is Tom Hanks in The Green Mile.
Yes.
Okay, Cody, go ahead.
Okay. Didn't know this was going to be nominated. I think he is incredible in this movie. I think he is like one of the... I understand Michael Clark Duncan, but I think he's the perfect counterpart to him. I don't know if you've all ever had a bladder infection and had to struggle and act like you were struggling to pee, but this man does it and does it perfectly. Like, you feel the pain that he's actually in. You think he's truly going through it. And then a grown man grabs his bladder and heals him, and he has to stand there and act like in shock, and he does it. He is emotionally wrecked because he has to make John Coffey walk the Green Mile. His overall, when he deals with Percy and wants to beat the fuck out of Percy, it's just a guy that's so stick to his morals, but as soon as he meets John Coffey, kind of breaks all of them. I think Hanks is truly a masterclass in this, so I'm good with it.
I really like Tom Hanks in this. I think Tom Hanks is one of those actors who's never really been terrible, even when he shows up to something to do something weirder than normal. I think he's always really good. I don't know if I think he makes my 7 for this. I think he's very good, but I think Duncan's better. I think a lot of the elements of the movie are better than the sum of parts that Tom Hanks brings to that movie. Kirk.
Yeah, Hanks is doing a lot in this movie. I think you see like the tenderness of humanity he treats the inmates with, and then you see, like Cody referred to when he dealing with Percy. When he grabs it, like, you watch, like those moments of like intensity. I think there's a lot he's working on, firing a lot of different cylinders here. So I don't know if I would like give him the award, but I definitely think he should be nominated.
Dylan.
I feel like I've definitely ruined Russell Crowe's chance by voting in Al Pacino, and I am sticking with it. I'm voting no one else except for Russell Crowe. So I think Tom Hanks is great. I can't vote for him. I'm sorry. We get it, Tom. Mr. Goody Two Shoes. We get it.
Dylan, go ahead.
You walk your fucking mouth.
I think this performance is kind of lost in Tom Hanks' career, which is kind of unfortunate because I do think it is really good. Yeah, Kirk said my favorite scene in the movie from him is when Percy does just majorly fuck up, and he's like, "No, you watch, like you don't get to do this," and take this and just scapegoat out of it. Doesn't make my 7, but I do think it's really good.
All right, all in favor of Tom Hanks for the Green Mile, raise your hand. Okay.
Come on, Koho. Koho, come on. It's not too late.
I'm not gonna do it. I get the next. Give me the back.
It's number 8.
By the way, Percy doesn't just fuck up. Percy purposely doesn't.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, okay, fine. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna bring up an interesting.
No,
strat
just
now.
stop. I'm nominated. We're moving on.
Okay. Oh, I thought
Best
this was
actor.
Okay.
Huh?
I thought this was
that
your
was
pick.
Spence.
Okay.
It was my pick. I cannot
Well,
I
Tom
cannot
Hanks
vote
gets-
for
Tom
any
Hanks is
more
3.
best actor.
By law,
nominees.
that means he is on the
Yes, you
7th
can.
spot. So
You can vote for how many you want. It doesn't matter how many you no vote.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
just to be
Russell
clear,
Crowe, The Insider.
do
Best
we
actor.
want to talk about it, or do we want to just
Yeah,
do it? Yes.
yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. Here's my question. Here's my question then. Tom Hanks had 3, Tom Cruise had 3, and Jim Carrey had 3.
okay, pause.
Yeah.
So when we get to Best Actor, when we do the rest, we'll decide that then.
Okay.
You fucking okay? Yeah. I was talking to Koho. Koho, don't forget Pacino had 3 as well.
No, it had 4.
No,
because
Pacino had
Spence
4.
locked it in.
I gave the 4th.
No.
Pacino had 4.
Spence put it on a 4th and locked it in. So
Yes.
Pacino's
But
in.
then, Dylan, didn't you drop out? Dylan, didn't you
No,
drop out?
Dylan.
That's how we
Dylan
ended it.
I ended up
Dylan-
going back in because I felt bad about
They ended up with their hands up.
rescinding
Right,
the vote.
because on that situation, we made Dylan pick, because if Dylan didn't do it, Spence wasn't going to do it. So Dylan did it, and then Spence did it. So it's locked.
Okay. Your last pick, and then we're going by categories to wrap
Okay.
it up.
Then I'm going to take a wild Coho-ass swing. Best director. We only have 3 spots filled, and I think this is a director's movie through and through. I think it's a movie with great aesthetics. I am picking Tim Burton for Sleepy Hollow on Best Director.
I haven't seen this. You're wrong.
Hold on. This sounds like a crazy pick until you view the movie and you see exactly how he crafts the world of Sleepy Hollow in such a magnificent way. It is the last great movie he has. I'll just shut the fuck up. Sounds like it's a no. Anyone have thoughts on Tim Burton?
You're out of your goddamn mind. If
He
you think I'm
directs
letting this leave me alone.
I appreciate the passion, Koho.
It's a great
Also,
movie and a great
Rosario
job for
agrees
him.
with you somewhere.
Also, Koho.
That is really the definition of a kid going to his dad and be like, "Oh well, if you're happy, I'm happy." Like it's not really.
It got a lot of technicals for me in the below the line categories.
That's another part of
but-
this. Sleepy Hollow is the most nominated movie in a lot of ballots I got
Yeah.
for this. So great movie on a technical level, and I think that has to be attributed to Tim Burton slightly.
He's a great art director. He's not a good director.
Great. He directed the fuck out of this movie. It looks
No,
great.
he's an art director. He's not a director.
He is a great art director.
Oh,
Anyway.
you're his best friend. No shot. No shit that you don't think he's that crazy.
It's a great job. I
You've
don't know.
been in the room with him
Are we
for
voting on
multiple
this?
hours.
Okay, I'm gonna guess no one has anything to say, and it's a no. Raise your hand for Tim Burton.
It's a good movie.
Cool. Kirk.
No. What do you mean, Kurt?
Oh, what do you mean?
We're through the five.
Oh, we have to go through the
Now each one of us just throw it out there, and it's a quick vote at this point to wrap up them up.
Correct. Okay. So which category do you want to start with, Cody?
The bottom. We'll start from the bottom and move to the top.
Okay. So we're gonna launch at adapted screenplay then.
Uh,
The only spots that currently have been voted in for adapted screenplay are Fight Club and Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue has a 3
that's
vote,
3,
and
right?
then
Yeah.
Fight Club is locked.
Okay.
So Kirk, go ahead and throw one out on adapted screenplay.
this is easy. Green Mile. This
Yeah.
is one where I have read the book. Oh, we're not talking.
We can if you
I
want.
mean, we can't. We talked about the movie. This is just a chance.
I'll just say it is a great adaptation of the book. It really captures that Stephen King feeling of like melancholy and like just that bittersweet feeling that it has. It just really hits that sweet spot. So yeah,
Okay.
Just pause. I think what we should do is the person nominating can give their speech, but then everybody just goes yes or no on the thing, just to speed up the process.
That's fine. Dylan, adapt your screenplay.
Oh, did we all vote?
Did Green
for
Mile
that?
make it? Did we vote on that? I'm sorry.
You got to vote on the Green Mile first.
I vote for
Green
it.
Mile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I assumed everyone.
I'll remember
Okay.
that piece.
Dylan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go my number 2 pick for adapted screenplay in The Insider. I think this is, like I said, for when I was talking about the direction of this movie. I think, like, for me to be this sucked into a story that's like a procedural story like this says a lot. And yeah, I just love like the little character moments in this movie. Like one of my favorite smaller moments in the movie is when he's just talking to Al Pacino's just talking to Russell Crowe in the car. And he's like, "So, do you have any more questions for me?" And he just asks him about like a Knicks game, like how he thinks the Knicks is going to do in the tournament. Little quirks like that I think add a lot of character to the story, and is just like, yeah, really well done screenplay.
All in favor of The Insider, raise your hand. Unanimous. Insider's in. Payson.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my favorite of this category. I'm going with The Talented Mr. Ripley. I think it is a really good adaptation of that book. I think it crafts a really great mystery and keeps you guessing the entire time, even though you kind of know that he's probably going to get away with it at the end because you see him towards the beginning of the movie. I think there are a lot of twists and turns, and I think it's handled very well in its screenplay. Spence?
All in favor of The Talented Mr. Ripley, raise your hand.
Spence? Okay, there we go.
All right, Talented Mr. Ripley is in.
How many we got?
That puts us at 5. We have 2 more spots.
I know what Spence is doing next.
Wait, so how does Perfect Blue get in? Is if we would just run out of options?
Well, no. If we get the so if it's down to the last one, like we all went through and nominated, if anything gets 3-3, then we just vote between the 3-3. Unless we can give one that convinces it.
Gotcha.
Okay, Payson, you have an adapted screenplay you want, or you did that? Sorry, Spence.
A movie that we haven't even talked about yet. Probably my favorite Shakespeare adaptation. I want to go with 10 Things I Hate About You. I think it is a perfect romantic comedy, and I think that it really definitely adapts one of Shakespeare's not weirder plays, but definitely something that I think is hard to watch nowadays. I think it kind of masters its initial message. And also, rom-coms deserve more love.
All in favor of 10 Things I Hate About You, raise your hand.
You're crazy.
Sorry.
Fuck yeah, Cody. Fuck
Really
yeah,
good.
Cody.
It's a really good movie. It's a really good movie, but the pins were set up for you to.
The 2 that I don't care about as much as the screenplay, so I'm trying.
Cody, go ahead and throw one out.
I'm gonna throw Election.
Thank you.
Wait, that's
Is
adapted?
that
Yeah,
is that adapted, right?
That's an
I have
adapted.
under original. Oh shit. Okay.
Whew.
Yes.
I was my biggest nerve was getting to me and throwing out. I was going to throw out an original when it was supposed to be.
No,
adapted.
you nailed it. Good job.
Election. Koho goes through this all the time with me on KohOscars.
I do. Every year, Cody sends me his ballot. He's like, I don't know what's original or adapted.
I
He
just
starts
throw
saying
it out there. He's like,
scripts.
oh, original.
I think every year you've been like, here's 10 scripts. You tell me what is and isn't.
Correct. I don't care. I don't do the research to find out. Yeah, Election.
All in favor of election, raise your hand.
Smarter than it has any right to be.
It is. There it is. Election Alexander Payne on the category. So we have 1 spot open.
I don't know the overall movie, but the screenplay's really smart.
And I'm going to go ahead and throw out a different comedy that I think is also adapted from a series of cartoons. I'm going to throw out Office Space. I think that movie is very funny.
What the fuck?
And I think it also like kind of leans into
That's adapted.
That's adapted. It's based on the Milton cartoons. Mike Judge.
Sorry, Perfect Blue. You just got shot in the head.
But I just threw out Office Space. I think it is on the same level as like the American Beauty, Magnolias in terms of like how bad people are feeling in 1999. But they are really funny about this one, so I'm gonna choose it.
Okay.
All in favor of Office Space, raise your hand.
Doesn't make my 5.
What the fuck?
Yes!
Damn.
So it's 3-3. So that's where we stand.
That's where we stand. Those are the 7.
It's
Toy
Perfect Blue
Story
or
2
Office
did not
More people
win.
have fucking seen Office Space than fucking Perfect Blue. God damn
It's
it.
Perfect Blue or
What do we
Office
do now?
Space. It's
Well,
Perfect Blue or
so
Office
we
Space.
have Election, Fight Club, Green Mile, Insider, Perfect Blue, Mr. Ripley, Office Space. Those are the
So
7 that we've talked about so far.
Oh, we already have 7.
We have 7.
I mean,
If we want to just keep the 7, we can.
Toy Story 2 did not get in. We should rectify
I'm fine
that.
staying with that because I don't have any more adapted. So,
Okay.
So here's my problem. Here's my problem. It's one thing we haven't fleshed out. If we just sit here and we just continuously throw all night long, then we're going to be here for 7 hours.
Right.
I think if the group wants to throw one more and then we
I
compare
have one
all
more
three,
that I don't think we
I'm fine with
talked
that as
about.
well.
So once the group decides one person to nominate one.
go ahead,
Sure.
Dylan.
Dylan
Go
says
ahead.
he has one. Anybody agree with it or disagree or wants to challenge him?
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's based on a 1926 novella Dream story, apparently. Eyes Wide Shut.
Ooh, good pick.
Yes.
Good pick.
Huh.
Good pick.
Okay, so then it will come down to Office Space, and if this gets in Office Space,
All in
and-
favor. So all in favor of Eyes Wide Shut, raise your hand.
I'll vote for the screenplay.
I might actually go for this. Oh.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I guess I didn't realize it was adapted. So
Okay,
Yeah.
and then to decide the final 7, it's either Perfect Blue or Office Space. So
What a matchup.
This is going to be rough. How this is going to go.
all in favor of Office Space, raise your hand.
No.
We can whiteboard it.
Oh well, we're already here.
there's no point. Why are we whiteboarding it?
It's 3-3. Holy shit.
How do we do this?
Okay, all
Jason,
in
you have
favor
your
of
hands.
Perfect Blue.
Should we message Scott?
Normally, wouldn't normally be a problem. We normally would have 7.
I say we call Scott. Should we call Scott?
Spence, which one are you voting for?
Oh, I thought Eyes Wide Shut got in.
It
It
did.
is.
We have
We're
to
going
decide
for the
between
last.
Office
Perfect
Space
Blue and Office Blue.
and Perfect Blue.
Oh, Perfect Blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, somebody figure that out. We'll move.
I
on.
gave you a comedy pick. You didn't want fucking Julia Stiles shaking ass on the
The
table.
movie
You
sucks.
fucked me.
That movie
The
sucks.
movie sucks.
Okay.
All right.
I
So
will make
Kirk
this.
starts.
I will make this easy for everyone. As the one who threw out Office Space, I will remove my pick from Office Space
Okay.
with the caveat of favors from the other 3 later.
I will consider it.
Who's the other
I need
three?
to know what I'm signing
3 that
up
voted for
for.
Perfect Blue.
Oh,
I will
because I'm
consider
not
it.
agreeing. Shit.
I
I
don't
will
care
consider
that
it.
much. You're not getting a favor from me. Give me something else later, maybe.
Office Space off the board. We're gonna go with Perfect Blue. We'll make
Okay.
it easy.
Okay. Perfect.
Yay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's start
Original
with the
screenplay then.
How many
Okay.
do we have?
Do I start?
Original screenplay. We have one.
No, I think it's me because Koho threw out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to go with dark horse pick here, you might call it. Another movie I don't think we've talked about tonight, Bringing Out the Dead. I think this is a really cool screenplay. I think the story's told really well. I think Nicolas Cage character arc is really great. I love the way Interweave has it like Wizard of Oz kind of motif where he meets all these different characters throughout the course of the film, how they use his different partners on different nights to represent different things. I just think it's a really well-told story, well-written story, a lot of great characters. And yeah, I think it definitely deserves a spot on the list.
Okay. All in favor of Bringing Out the Dead? Raise your hand.
Kirk, I want you to remember this.
Dylan.
Train Jeremy.
Yeah, so another movie, and in my opinion, the best movie we haven't talked about yet. I didn't bring it up at any point during the discussion format of the show because I got the feeling about like a third of the way through it that people didn't get to this movie. But in my opinion, the best original screenplay of the year is Afterlife. I think the different themes that this movie tackles is just incredible. This is a film from Hirokazu Koreeda. And in my opinion, this is like his best film. And like the screenplay is just incredible. The way it's like, I just love like the concept that this movie has of like the afterlife and how when you move on to the afterlife, you pick one memory to take with you. And then it's like they film the memory for you so you can like live in that memory for the rest of your life. I think that's such a unique concept and like one that makes you like, think a lot of about to like look inward into your own life and like think about like what memory you'd want to live in for the rest of eternity. I think that's a very fascinating concept, and I just think the movie itself is incredible. And yeah, so I want to. I know this might be a long shot, but I know it. I think it's one of the best movies of the year, and I wanted.
This is also my winner in this category.
Yeah.
If that means anything, like I know a bunch of people haven't seen it, but if you can hear the passion from both me and Dylan.
And Scott too. He couldn't make it, which bummed me out because I knew he loved this movie as well. But yeah.
I have not seen it, but everyone in favor of Afterlife, raise your hand.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Girk, you're the best.
Well,
Thank you.
Spence.
Whoa,
Was it-
what?
No, it's Payson.
Sorry. You two keep sharing bits. Payson, go ahead.
Payson.
Okay. Afterlife was my 1. I'm gonna go to my 2. I'm going back to this well. Magnolia. I already talked about it so much. I love the screenplay. Immensely. It is very much a idea pot of a movie with how just PT is just throwing every single idea into the screenplay. But I think it really, really works, and I would not cut anything from it.
All in favor of Magnolia, raise your hand. It is in.
Damn.
Spence, back to you. There are 4 spots remaining open on original screenplay.
Show me dick.
What a sentence.
Anyone in favor of dick?
That's it? Okay.
All in
I haven't
favor
seen
of
it. I still haven't seen it.
Give me some dick. Come on, y'all. Back me up here.
Hoping this is original. Sixth Sense.
It
It is.
I think overall, I think it's a super interesting story. I think the way they really craft it would be my pick.
All in favor of The Sixth Sense, raise your hand.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is in. All right, so The Sixth Sense gets the
That's
4th
another
spot. Okay. I'm going to throw this one out there. This guy typically doesn't have scripts, but this one is the most scripted movie he's had. I'm throwing out Mike Lee's Topsy-Turvy.
100%.
Fuck that.
All in favor of Topsy-Turvy, which I think is a great comedy. Raise your hand.
No.
I haven't seen
No one
it,
else
so.
get involved in Topsy-Turvy? Dylan, did you see Topsy-Turvy?
I did see it. I thought it was good. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. I'm sorry.
Get fucking bed, bitch. Like, no.
Spence is the most theater nerd.
It's so much better.
He's such a
I
theater
literally
nerd.
worked on a production of The Mikado. The movie is bad.
Gosh.
Oh, I liked it.
Okay, well, with those 3, Topsy-Turvy gets put on there.
Yeah.
It's not locked. So back to Kirk.
Okay, I'm gonna throw something out there. I'm pretty sure this is original, even though some people try to be clever and put on their favorites of another franchise. I'm gonna throw out Galaxy Quest.
100%.
I think for just a silly comedy, it's a really smart script. I think it's just really interesting take on like fandom of that time, and yeah, I think it's pretty good.
All in
Kirk,
favor?
do you think that?
Oh, sorry,
Can I ask one question first? Kirk, do you think that there will be a pick that you might need more help with later?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, don't. I'm
Okay.
not married to this.
Because I haven't seen this.
All in favor of Galaxy Quest, raise your hand.
So good.
It's in. Alrighty. Which means we have one guaranteed open spot right now.
Topsy-
Going back to Dylan.
Galaxy Quest is my 5, and I'm almost confident Dylan is about to pick my 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with as I previously said, my favorite movie of 1999, and that is All About My Mother. Screenplay by, I'm assuming, Pedro Almodovar. I didn't look it up.
He is the writer.
Yeah.
All About My Mother, not my mother.
All in favor of All About My Mother, raise my hand.
Yeah.
All right, All About My Mother is in. We have 7 spots. Do we want to have?
Do we have one at
Anyone want-
3-3?
I have. Well, we have. Topsy Turvy has 3, and that's it. I have one to throw out as a suggestion, unless anyone else has a strong one.
I also
Okay.
have.
So Spence and Coho decide what it is, and then we'll agree which one gets it.
You can go ahead.
I think we need to talk about The Matrix.
Get fucked. What you got, Coho?
I was going to throw out 3 Kings. David O. Russell, John Ridley, fun movie.
I mean,
I haven't seen it all the way through.
Come on.
I mean,
I almost
here's
said
the
the
thing
Matrix.
is,
I almost threw out the Matrix as well.
Here's my point on Three Kings. I would vote for it borderline. I don't know if it deserves to be over topsy-turvy because I haven't seen it, so I don't know if that's fair.
Oh.
Like, I'm not super passionate about Three Kings, but I would vote for it.
That's fair.
Dylan, would you throw a vote to the Matrix?
Can we not do this? Submit it, and then we can vote.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I did it. You're saying yes. If Dylan says yes, that's 3. Then we have basically the runoff between that and fucking topsy turvy.
I might do it now as a protest.
Let me ask a question. So the straight story is based on a true story. Does
It
that
is
count as original or adapted?
It's not based on a physical material.
It's
It's
original.
Oh, yeah, straight story. Gotta go
Straight story.
Yeah.
I would vote yes.
I'm fine if that's the 7.
story.
Like that. We
Okay.
we
I will
just-
vote a yes on straight story.
Then yeah.
With that,
Okay.
with that.
I didn't mean that to put that out there. I was just asking
Oh, no,
before
no,
I made
well,
my
I-
vote.
I-
Okay,
totally overlooked
That's
it.
so much better.
Yeah.
Fuck the Matrix.
So then we are good with straight story versus topsy turvy and making a choice.
Yeah,
can we
get
straight-
topsy turvy
yeah.
the fuck out of there.
Oh, we're just gonna take topsy turvy out.
Oh, I would. Oh, are we voting?
Oh.
I would like to vote. Topsy turvy straight.
Only topsy turvy only got 3. I think fucking.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Payson does
Yeah.
really love
Okay, sure.
topsy turvy. So let's give it a
Yeah,
shot.
we'll give it a vote.
Raise your hand if you want to keep topsy turvy over the straight story.
Are you voting, Kobe?
No, as soon as I realized straight story, I was like, oh yeah, you're fucking right.
Okay.
Okay, so that locks up original screenplay.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to complain, but if we are going to vote, let's not do this thing of like, hey, are you going to vote for this? Like, actually,
I was
I feel like
doing
that's
it to
better.
make sure we worked through the numbers.
fair.
I mean,
Got a politic. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make a fun
Denzel
show.
Code Gladiator 2.
I think that's part of the fun.
Okay, fair.
Okay,
No,
so
no.
the next category is Best Supporting Actress. We have 3 people guaranteed in. Helena Bonham Carter for Fight Club, Toni Collette, The Sixth Sense, and Angelina Jolie, Girl Interrupted, are already in. So I believe we're at Dylan.
Right, me? Oh, sweet.
Okay, Dylan, we'll let you start on Supporting Actress.
Yeah, I definitely got to pull up the cast list for this movie because I don't know the actress's name by heart. I'm going with Antonia San Juan, who plays Agrado in All About My Mother. I think she is this is a cast of that I think is just phenomenal and firing on all cylinders. We are on Best Supporting Actress, right? Yeah.
We are on Best Supporting
Okay,
Actress.
cool. Just making sure. All right, and yeah, I think she is like my one of my favorite parts of the movie. I think she really shines. I especially love her scene when the play gets canceled and she just goes up and gives a monologue on stage for the people that are still in attendance. I think that scene is really, really good, and I think she's just fantastic in the movie.
Okay. All in favor of Afterlife for Supporting Actress, raise your hand. Or All
Did I
About
say
My Mother.
Afterlife? It's all about.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I saw the A on the ballot and went, oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All About My Mother, raise your hand. Okay. I'm going to have to look up how to spell this name real quick. Okay, Payson, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to stir the pot a little. 4 words. Don't you... 5 words. Wow. Don't you call me lady. Which I will say is something that Julianne Moore would probably make a mistake at because she is high on drugs in this movie. Yeah, I think this performance is absolutely incredible. We don't see performances like this from actors nowadays. And I think a big part of that is
This is
just
so much
because...
better than doing this.
Oh, shut the fuck up, my turn. I think a big reason why is because it's just people things in their Twitter brain. So if an actor did this nowadays, people would put it online and just be like, can you imagine that people think this is good? When you actually watch it in context, the movie, if you are been around people that have been addicted to drugs, that have been on their scheme, this is how people act. She is going for it, and she is absolutely incredible in this movie. And I just wanted to shout this performance out.
Kangaroo Jack, get fucked.
Julianne Moore, Magnolia.
Okay. All in favor of Julia Moore and Magnolia.
Anybody who votes for her? Okay, thank you.
What were you about to say?
I'm sorry, Payson.
No, you're good. You're good. What were you about to say?
I agree with you. It's okay. Spence,
What were you about to say?
I'm gonna tell anybody who votes for her, I'm voting against all your picks for the rest of the night. 'Cause
Okay.
she's god-awful. She is one of the worst performances ever in that movie.
Look, have you ever been addicted to pharmaceuticals? Have you ever been addicted to pharmaceuticals?
I know people are addicted to pharmaceuticals. They don't act like that. They don't act like they're a
And so
fucking
am
soap
I.
opera.
And so am I. And guess what? They all act like that.
It's
They all
garbage,
act like
Payson.
that.
Setting the bar
Payson,
high
I
for the
don't,
first
I don't,
episode.
I don't, I do not want to trauma dump, but as somebody that lived with people, the person that was, I'm sorry, that's not how they truly act.
That's how. I've also seen people addicted to drugs in soap operas, and they act exactly like Julianne Moore. Garbage acting. Garbage acting.
I know some people that have been addicted to pharmaceuticals, and that is came back very.
This is incredible.
also
Natalie
terrible
Spence,
actors.
go ahead.
All right, so I'm just gonna skip over Jawbreaker because none of y'all have seen it. I think legitimately Jessica Lange is one of the best performances of the year in Titus as the Queen of the Goths. I think that she is kind of the reason you come to the movie. Like, yes, you have Hopkins and you have Alan Cumming, but I think she is the reason it works. I think that she is an absolute shining point of it.
Okay, all in favor of Jessica Lange and Titus, raise your hand.
I'm really sorry I didn't
I
get
might
to that.
vote for this.
I'm
if I
really
saw it.
sorry.
I really want to see this movie. I haven't seen it yet.
It's
I
a great
might vote
shout,
for it.
though. It's a great shout, though.
Also, this is the most deranged comment of the group chat. Cody, go ahead. Make your pick.
Make this real fast. You guys are sleeping on this performance if you haven't seen it. I'm going with Joey Lauren Adams from Big Daddy as for Layla. And I wish you'd think I was fucking kidding you. I'm not. She gives an insane performance. Wait until we get to Best Picture, bitch. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
Big Daddy is one of the best movies of 99. So
Kangaroo song.
I think this is the greatest thing we've ever put on the channel. Anyone in favor of Joey Lauren Adams or Big Daddy?
And that's not a boy.
He's
Correct.
sleeping on it, man.
You know what? It won't matter. So I'll throw one vote.
Fuck yeah. Dylan.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw out Catherine Keener for being John Malkovich.
Oh, that was my next pick.
I think
Are we all voting now? Are you skipping to the
everyone in
vote?
favor of Catherine Keener for being John Malkovich.
Yeah.
I like that Dylan was like,
Great.
Okay.
All right, cool. We have 2 spots left. Back to Kirk.
Let me see who I have left. That was my pick. So hold on 1 second. Let me see. Who
I got 2 more I can pitch you, Kirk. If you want an idea.
I got 2 more as well. Locked in.
I've got
yes.
I have
I
2
know
more.
that's sarcasm, Bowman, but I agree.
Let's see who else made the short
Oh, you my
list.
therapist? Take a walk.
Oh, you know what? I'll go back to this. I don't care. Sigourney Weaver, Galaxy Quest. She's great in this movie.
Yo.
I'll throw it out there.
Yo.
I think she's the best performance in this movie. I think she brings so much
What
weight
are
to
we
it. And
doing?
really, you said Joey Lauren Adams and Big Daddy.
You laughed at me! You laughed at me! Don't get on your moral high ground and
Yo, Big Daddy, how you doing?
My God, it's chaos.
both your actions.
I love this. Okay. Anyone in favor of Sigourney Weaver, raise your hand.
You know what? She's amazing in that movie. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Kirk, let me know when you want to cash in that.
All right, I'll hold off on it. I'll hold off on it. I'm happy with 3 on it.
Okay. So we have one more guaranteed open spot. Dylan.
Shoot. Okay, I got 2. You know what? I think the best performance in Eyes Wide Shut, Nicole Kidman. I think I think one of my bigger issues I think from the movie is just that I find her character so much more interesting than the Tom Cruise character, and I almost wish that they gave her more screen time, and that it was like co-leads instead of just one clear Tom Cruise in lead and Nicole Kidman in supporting, because she has, I think, one of the standout just scenes of acting in this entire year, which is that a scene when they're smoking pot in their bedroom, and she just gives that monologue about the Navy soldier that she met and wanted to have an affair with. It's like incredible. I think she's my favorite performance in the movie, and I think she deserves a nomination.
All in favor of Nicole Kidman, raise your hand. She's in. Okay, so we have 7 spots filled. I have one I want to throw out. Does anyone else have one they want to throw out?
You have one I was wrong. And
Okay.
it's my. You know what? No, actually, I used my pick kind of to. I skipped my 3 and my 2 to troll Kirk. So
Can we revisit my argument?
Yeah. So who's throwing one out? Are you throwing one out there, Payson, or?
no, I will resent
Vincent
my.
Coho, what are your 2 options?
Okay, the one I want to throw out is Cate Blanchett for The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Ooh, okay.
I think she is phenomenal. She's the friend of Jude Law and Philip Seymour Hoffman, who like is the romantic love interest for Matt Damon.
It's like a Diet the
We
Aviator.
know who
She's
Kate
really
Blanchett is.
I
Yeah,
know.
we
I'm
know
just
that.
playing the role
What
for
are
the
we
people who hadn't seen the movie.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, they should be voting. Spence, what's your?
Okay, my option would be Chloe Sevigny for Boys Don't Cry.
I was gonna bring that up as well. That was
Oscar nominee. Let's pay some respect to the Academy here.
Okay.
I do like that.
I got my whiteboard.
All right, picking
We
between
need
those.
the whiteboard. Okay. Savigny, raise your hand. Okay. Then Savigny's the pick. Are we doing Savigny over Sigourney Weaver then?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have to have 4 votes to get it over.
Well, she got 4 votes though, didn't she? Or was that vote just for her, or was that her versus Blanchett?
Her versus Blanchett.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
it's to her
So then
versus
Chloe
Sigourney.
Sevigny versus Sigourney Weaver. Raise your hand for Sevigny.
I haven't seen Kirk.
Okay.
Do what you want to do, Dylan. It's
Okay, I haven't seen
Okay.
Galaxy Quest still.
And
So
Chloe Sevigny is in for supporting actress, and that is closed. We have 2 spots on supporting actor locked in. It is Tom Cruise for Magnolia and Michael Clark Duncan for The Green Mile. We have 5 spots open. Pace it.
Yeah. You know what? Sigourney Weaver didn't get him for Galaxy Quest. I'm going to go with the one I think is my favorite performance in Galaxy Quest, and that is Alan Rickman. He is so good at playing depressed and just over it and just done with everything. Like, he is so good at playing the character that hated the fact that he had to do this genre show for so long, and he's just so funny in that movie. He genuinely makes my 5. Yeah, I think Alan Rickman is incredible in this movie.
All in favor of Alan Rickman, raise your hand.
How many spots are left total?
There are 5.
Hell.
Okay. Alan Rickman, Galaxy Quest. Spence.
We talked about him in the chat. He's in one movie and he fucking sucks in it this year, but he's also great in another movie, Chris Klein in Election.
Oh,
Fucking
you
himbo
serious?
king. He
All
is
in favor of Chris
incredible.
Klein in Election, raise your hand.
That was a
Fuck yes.
You know what? Yeah,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'm calling in my favor. Put your hand out. I'm calling in my favor. Put your hand
Oh,
out.
no.
All right, fair enough.
That's still 3. That's
I'll
on the
keep,
board.
I'll keep him on the list so that we can talk about him. All right.
Sorry, Kirk is my favorite part of that movie.
Okay, Cody, go ahead. Your pick.
Well, with the political climate, I don't want to nominate Rob Schneider from Big Daddy, but I think he has a
Great. Do it.
This might be his only shot to get nominated, Cody. I don't know. You might want to throw it out.
I know, but
Animal.
you give him all the easy ones. This is bullshit. It's a pretty great moment. But I'm going to go with oh fuck. I'm gonna go with Haley Joel Osment in 6 Sense because we didn't put that right.
We did not for lead, so.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put in supporting to get the vote there.
Okay. All in favor of Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense, raise your hand.
I'm all for category fraud.
What the?
Okay. Then he is on the list. We have 2 spots officially open. We
Hey,
have, by the way, we have 3 people with 3. 3 people with 3.
We locked out Best Actor, right?
We did. Best actor is locked out.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Okay.
I should have just done Rob Schneider.
Okay. My one I want to throw out is Christopher Plummer in The Insider. In that movie, Christopher Plummer's the host of 60 Minutes, and I think he gets a lot of really great stuff to do, especially in the third act.
Why are you giving us the plot of the movie? We know.
I just
If
wanna
you see
say
The Insider, you know who
right.
fucking Chris Plummer is.
He, especially the part when he's talking to the foreign leader, and he's like riling him up, and then up, he's like, "You want to warm up some more? Or you're ready to do your job?" And he's like, "I'm ready to do my job." I love it. Anyway, all in favor of Christopher Plummer in The Insider, raise your hand.
Adelaide said no vote. Just in case
Okay.
you didn't hear.
Christopher Plummer's in. We're back to Kirk.
I'm going to throw out Ving Rhames in Bringing Out the Dead. I think there are 3 actors you could fit into this slot, but I think he is the best of the 3. I just love how he is juxtaposed with Nick Cage's character, especially the scenes where he resurrects the kid in the nightclub. and the scene where they deliver the twins, one survives, one doesn't, and just like his attitude and personality, energy he brings to this movie, I think really elevates his portion of it. So he'd be my pick from this movie for best supporting.
All in favor of Vig Rhames, raise your hand.
Convince me.
Haven't seen it.
All right, back to Dylan.
No? Okay.
I don't love the movie.
All right. I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's go with. Let's go back to Magnolia, guys. My favorite performance in Magnolia, from a person with the first name Phil, Philip Baker Hall. I think he is incredible in this movie. I think he's got a lot of shit going on and a lot of he's done a lot of fucked up stuff. And I think he just sells this just utterly pathetic character really, really well. And I think for a movie with obviously an ensemble of so many great performances, he's my favorite in the movie. So I want to give him a shot.
All in favor of Philip Baker Hall, raise your hand.
My second favorite performance in the movie.
All right, Philip Baker Hall is locked in. We have 7.
Hopefully, just take votes away from Bruce.
I have someone to talk about. I have someone. This is where I'm cashing mine in.
I was gonna say we have 3 that only got 3.
Okay, can I?
I think we can finish the round at least.
Yeah.
Okay, Payson, go ahead and throw it out there.
Brad Pitt in Fight Club, just absolutely commands that movie. Incredible.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yes,
I didn't think he was supporting, but yeah.
If he's
100% supporting.
I
Okay,
think he moves.
so which one of the 3 do we want to knock off between Klein, Osmond, and Rick?
Can I throw out one more just to get a feeler, and I'm happy to move on.
Sure.
I hate the movie, but Chris Cooper in American Beauty is genuinely fantastic.
I
think he's very good. I would not recommend it.
He's good in the movie.
No?
I mean,
Okay, I'm fine.
Regardless of the season of the climate, there is good things from that movie. I just want to say
since we do have 3 threes, I do want to throw out just one more to see if anyone else wants to knock another one off. Jude Law and the Talented Mr. Ripley.
No.
I
will back that.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
So we have to knock out 2 between Klein and Osmond and Rickman. I'm fine knocking Klein out.
Can I say I think this is where the whiteboards would make sense because if it's picking one of 3 to remove or pick one of 3 to keep.
I mean, let's just be honest. Are any of us going to vote Haley Joel Osment out with the remaining group?
Because he's not. Do you think he's lead?
Since we're putting him in support.
Don't do that. If we can't, he's got to be on the ballot at some point.
Okay. Well, so I am voting to knock someone out.
I'm saying we have 3 with 3s, and 2 of them have now been replaced. I'm saying, as a group, we don't need the whiteboards. I will take Chris Klein out.
I want Chris Klein in.
I put a vote on Klein, so I'll take Klein right back out.
Is there anybody here who would vote for Klein over the other 2?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Adelaide's the only one.
Over both of them, Payson.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, still that's 2 versus 4 on keeping Klein.
Well, Dylan, what's your say?
So I still haven't seen Galaxy Quest, but of those 3, I would take Osmond as my favorite.
See, I agree. I think if
we all agree Osmond. The 4 agree with Osmond.
Okay, yes,
that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with keeping Osmond and getting rid of the other 2 and keeping Law and Pitt.
The fact that you're just holding true to it because it's not the correct category is crazy.
He has his beliefs. He stands by them.
Okay.
A good man, Charlie Brown.
I am still mad that Sight and Sound put Twin Peaks: The Return as one of the best movies of 2017.
That's true.
It's a TV series.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. Okay, we're on to Best Actress. We'll start with Spence because it all got chaotic. So,
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Show me Dick. Michelle Williams deserves a fucking nomination. I think Kirsten Dunst is also great in another movie. I will back Michelle Williams here.
All in favor of Michelle Williams, raise your hand.
This is a really good movie, but
Yeah, why not?
No one's giving me Dick. Come on, Payson.
I voted.
I hate that you keep phrasing it like this. Cody, you're up. Oh, to be clear, we only have 1 locked in Hillary's mic. So.
Yeah, that horrible actress. I Oh, I'm trying to find out like who counts and who wouldn't.
Throw it out there.
Shut up. Fuck. Go to somebody else. Somebody else with more.
I can start. I
Go
want to
ahead.
throw out Reese Witherspoon for election.
Okay, that's one I was considering.
I think, I think she's the best part of that movie. All in favor of Reese Witherspoon for election?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's right. Fuck you, Scott.
Do you want to take another shot, Cody, or?
No, you guys can keep. You can.
Okay,
keep
then
going.
we'll move on to Kirk.
Should be an actress. Let me see. Who do I have?
How many spots do we got again? I'm sorry to keep asking.
We have 5 spots up. For best actor.
5 spots open. Okay.
And then best actor is going to be a very brief detour to hammer out which one of the 8 goes.
Yeah.
Then we have director and picture.
Annette
right?
Bening is supporting in American Beauty, right?
Who?
Annette Bening.
Oh no, she's
She's lead.
yeah,
All right,
she's-
then I'm gonna go Annette Bening in.
See, I didn't want to get canceled,
agree.
but I was also going to.
Annette Bening's too good. Like she's just too good in that movie. I agree.
Well,
Haven't seen it.
Doesn't make my 7, but I get it. She's very.
That movie's
arguably
not
it's
great.
bad,
Annette
but
Bening-
so is he.
Yeah, I mean, no matter whatever you think about everything else, she's great in it.
No, yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I really like All About My Mother. I'm gonna go with Cecilia Roth. Is the main actress.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
All in favor of Cecilia Roth? Yeah. Okay, she's in. All right. 3 spots remaining. Payson.
Maybe this is probably an off-kilter choice for my favorite performance in this movie, but genuinely, Cameron Diaz is so good in being John Malkovich at playing this person who is so weird, who is just as unlikable as the other characters, but you forget because of how just kind of endearing Diaz plays the character. I think she is amazing in this role.
All in favor of Cameron Diaz, raise your hand. All right. He is on for now. Okay. Spence.
I think I'm just kind of a dead to the water for actress, so I'll just throw out Julia Stiles in 10 Things I Hate About You, my number 4.
All in favor of Julia Stiles, raise your hand.
I'll give you another. Oh, never mind.
All right, Julia Stiles. Back to Cody.
I don't have a person to not like the 2 that I was going to. I don't have anything besides a joke pick. So Koho, you can go again.
Okay, I want to throw one out for a movie that probably no one's seen. But Julianne
doing?
Moore is really, really good in The End of the Affair. She got nominated for it. She's very good. Just want to throw it up. If anyone wants to support me of the Perfect Blue people, I haven't cashed that yet. Anyone want to support me on Julianne Moore as an actress?
You lost me at she got nominated for it, but sure.
Okay, Julianne Moore.
Support you.
Okay.
And I'm watching it right
I
after
could have
this.
fucking cashed in my picks and gotten Rose McGowan in for Jawbreaker, but no one cares about that.
Okay, so that's 7. Does anyone want to throw another one out there since Julia Stiles has 3 and Cameron Diaz has 3?
Yeah, I'll say one. Franca Potenta and Run Lola Run. You'll see Run Lola Run. Run Lola Run rocks, and she's great in it.
I didn't get to it. I'm sorry.
I'd give you a vote for that.
Cool, thank you.
That's 2. Okay. No one wants to throw another one.
I'll give one. I think for as great as Angelina Jolie is, I think Winona Ryder is giving maybe my favorite performance of her career. I think she's fantastic in it, and I'm not typically a huge fan of her, but I think she's great in.
I would vote Winona Ryder over Julia Stiles.
I'm happy to make her the 7.
I would as well.
Winona Ryder to replace Julia Stiles. All right, so that is our 7. Now, here's what we're at in actor. We have 3 people with 3 votes. That's Tom Hanks at The Green Mile, Tom Cruise Eyes Wide Shut, and Jim Carrey Man on the Moon. I am happy to make this easy and just take my vote off of Tom Cruise.
I'll take my vote off of Jim Carrey.
I'll add a vote to Jim Carrey to put him over there.
I mean, I literally tried to take my vote off of Al Pacino, so.
But he got 4. So,
Yeah, he got locked in. He's locked.
That's true.
so if we're just cool taking out Tom Cruise and moving the fuck on, I'm good.
I am very
I
good.
know
No.
that is the problem.
Yeah.
I would
want it
rather
in.
take out Jim Carrey than.
Yeah.
Can we?
Tom
Should we
Cruise
vote for
already
this?
has one nomination.
Yeah,
So
what's the name of the whiteboard stuff? And this is like classic Oscars is when we finally get the
Why
whiteboard out.
Fuck, are we whiteboarding anything? This isn't trivia.
This is
Okay.
classic. It's dramatic.
So
Okay. The people who are 100% locked because they got all the votes: Farnsworth, Denzel, Damon, Pacino, and Crow got 4 at least. Those
Okay.
are it. So, of Hanks, Cruise, and Carey, raise your hand if you would remove.
So we need 2 of those.
We need to keep 2. So I'm just going to ask you which one you want to remove. If you want to remove Jim Carrey, raise your hand. Hey, Dylan, put your hand up.
Let's see where this goes.
Don't keep it up.
No, his hands up. Stop it.
Wait a minute, I helped you out before. You asked for a perfect blue cash in before, and now you're
Everyone, raise your hand if you would remove Tom Cruise.
you can vote twice for this, right? You can vote in this twice.
I voted. I'm the only one who voted for both Carey and Cruise. Besides,
No, I'm saying right now you can vote twice because we're voting for 2 people off. So you
I
can
am-
okay.
I am not.
And then, is anyone for posterity? Is anyone wanting to vote for Tom Hanks? Okay, Payson, make a decision between Carey and Cruise.
No, there was
No,
3
no,
votes. There was 3
fucking
votes
Jim
for
Carrey
one,
leading
2
was the
votes for the
majority.
other. Carrie's off.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, get bent.
Tom
No.
Cruise has 2
I
nominations.
decided
right
not
now.
to play the game, and I decided to vote with my heart there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Payson fucked you over. He voted for Hanks.
Okay.
Hanks is genuinely my
People are going to be mad that Carrie didn't get in. I'm shocked by that.
That's insane.
Yeah, let's go.
Tom Cruise did twice.
I just wanted to take my vote off of the one guy that I put my vote
so
on.
He
pathetic.
made a really good fucking volcano.
Why did you bring the second best performance from the Insider? You could have just bred Crow.
But you know, it's the best performance of the Insider, and they both deserve to be here. Anyway, they both deserve to be here. Anyway, we're on
Best director.
We have 3 spots filled on Best Director. We have PTA, Mann, and Lynch.
It's my turn.
Go ahead, Kirk.
David Fincher, Fight Club.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Dylan.
Let's go Hirokazu Koreeda for Afterlife.
Anyone in favor of Korea?
Very strong year. I can't get it on there. I love
Okay,
it.
Jason.
I
How
hear
can you
from
not
Chris-
get what? Never mind.
Lana and Lily Wachowski, The Matrix.
Fuck yeah.
Get fucked.
All right, Spence.
Wow. I thought she would have been guaranteed. I will go Stanley Kubrick for Eyes Wide Shut.
Raise your hand for Stanley Kubrick. Anyone? No.
Come on.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, 3.
There's only 3.
So those half-hearted hand raises ruined the whole show.
These are weird. Dylan is like
Dylan,
these-
stick to your guns.
Yeah, stick to your
Okay.
guns.
A lot of my top ones that I have, I know are not going to get picked.
Okay. So, Cody.
Frank Darabont, Greenwood.
I'll split that.
Yeah.
Who do we have left? Oh, Alexander Payne, Election. Alexander Payne, Election?
They're
Anyone?
getting too close at the end. No, we can't.
Bueller?
No pedophiles today.
Do I have a cricket in this room?
All right, go ahead.
It wouldn't really be an Oscars if we didn't nominate Martin Scorsese so he could lose. Martin Scorsese, bringing out the dead.
He's losing before the ceremony.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we still have one spot open, right? Dylan.
Let's go Spike Jones for being John Malkovich.
There we go.
There we go. Spike Jones. Okay, does anyone have another one they want to throw in at all? I don't think we have any of the 3 except for
Could I
Kubrick,
throw
so
out Anthony Minghella for Talents of Mr. Ripley?
I would support that.
I would
I'll
Could
take
I
that
throw
over.
out?
Sweet.
I was hoping someone else would do it, but
What's the
because
other
I hate
3?
being repetitive.
The
But
only one
Pedro
with 3 is
Almodovar.
Is that? But then, did we have our 7 before Kubrick?
We had 7 after
With
we got
Kubrick.
Jones.
Yeah.
So we have 7, and now I just asked if anyone wants to replace Cooper.
Oh, and then put.
I would
So
throw out.
Ripley goes in over Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Correct.
Minghella got in over Eyes
But
Wide
Eyes Wide Shut was in the 7 with 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that or talented
Is
Mr.
it-
So are you voting on talented Mr. Ripley over Eyes Wide Shut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we
That's
doing that now?
cool.
Yeah, anyone talented Mr. Ripley over eyes wide shut, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, talented Mr. Ripley replaces eyes wide shut.
Dylan, I also had Cohen on my short list, but I think it'd be only us three again, so it's
Yeah.
not getting in.
Well, no,
Okay.
I was gonna say Pedro. I was gonna throw a Pedro Almodovar,
Not
but I
Saoirse
didn't want to
Ronan.
be repetitive.
Okay, so now we're on to picture. We have two guaranteed right now with Toy Story 2 and All About My Mother. We have one maybe with The Matrix. I believe we are at. I don't remember who we're at.
Dylan.
Dylan, go ahead.
No,
Or no,
no, 'cause-
sorry.
Kirk,
Did
you were
you-
first.
Payson. No, because I did Scorsese. Payson.
Oh, yes.
Dylan to Jones.
Oh, you're doing it. Oh,
It's
okay.
Payson. You start
Yeah.
for best
Okay.
picture.
Yeah, I'll just say it. Magnolia.
Wow. No way.
I don't know if this is a bit, but I love it.
I put up two hands.
Magnolia in my deck.
Okay, doesn't make it.
Magnolia misses.
Holy shit.
Finally.
That's
That movie got enough love.
crazy.
Everybody relax.
That's actually
Tom
wild.
Cruise
Okay.
got nominated.
Uh,
Everybody relax.
Should have showed up, Scott.
Spence.
Fight Club.
Okay.
It's me and Payson versus the world now. We started off rocky.
What is it?
It is a polarizing movie, and I got a bunch of below the line stuff. I'm okay.
Okay.
Oh, proud of you.
So we're on to Cody, right?
What is in Best Picture?
All About My Mother, Fight Club, The Matrix, Toy Story 2. Those are the four that we have right now. The Matrix is the only one with 3.
Green Mile.
I vote yes on the Green Mile. Okay, the Green Mile's in.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw out The Insider. Okay, The Insider's in. Back to Kirk.
I'll
That's
vote with.
crazy.
I'll go with my heart. I'm going to say Blair Witch Project.
Let's do it.
That's 3 on the Blair Witch Project. Okay.
Let's just
back-
say the Mummy.
Back to Dylan.
Is the straight story in there?
It is not.
Straight story.
All right, straight story's in. Back to Payson.
Afterlife.
So I didn't even bother bringing it up.
Spence.
Hey, Kirk, let's go Galaxy Quest.
All in favor of Galaxy Quest, raise your hand.
Still haven't seen it, guys.
Does not make it. Cody, back to you.
Big Daddy.
All in favor of Big Daddy, raise your hand.
I almost went to just because I respect that so much.
Oh my god.
All right, Big Daddy does not make
You
it.
know what else is gonna vote for?
I'm going to throw out the talented Mr. Ripley.
Yep.
Okay, that is in. Back to Kirk. We have one more spot open.
I'll throw it out, bringing out the dead.
It's too tough.
Of other Scorsese movies,
Yeah.
not this one.
Okay, Dylan.
There are 2. You guys should go with that.
How many left?
Remind me what's in. Remind
We
me
have
what's in.
okay. So right now we have All About My Mother, Blair Witch with 3, Fight Club, Green Mile, Insider, Matrix with 3, Straight Story, Talented Mr. Ripley, Toy Story 2. One open spot. Besides the 2 and 3s.
Perfect Blue.
Raise your hand for Perfect Blue.
Oh,
All right,
actually,
we have another one. We have
Uh,
oh no. Yes. No. Jenna, get off
Sorry,
the pot.
Payson, do what you want. Are you voting? You're voting yes? Okay.
Perfect Blue is my 7, and we haven't talked about my 6, but I will be fair and say.
Okay.
So it's only got 3.
We only got 3.
I'll
So-
bring up my. I'll bring up my 6.
Okay. So here's what I think is only fair. We have 3 with 3. Everyone can throw one more out, and we'll see where we're at.
Okay.
Okay. So Payson threw out, or no, Dylan threw out Perfect Blue. So Payson.
Yeah.
Being John Malkovich.
I would vote yes on being John Malkovich.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a 4,
We'll see if we get to all 4s, and then the 3 don't
and then
matter.
we'll figure it out from there.
Existence.
Sorry, Dylan.
Okay,
Damn it, guys.
Boys Don't Cry. Damn.
Sure, I'll give
Okay,
it in the
Boys Don't Cry is
conversation.
a 3.
Dylan.
Another 3.
Okay, thank you.
Cody.
The Sixth Sense.
That's not already on there?
It's not already on here, no.
Oh wow.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Sixth Sense has a 3.
Okay.
I will throw out. I'll throw out Election. Anyone want? Nope. Okay.
Damn.
I wanted to like it more. I'm sorry.
Kirk, do you have one more you want to throw out?
I'll throw it Office Space.
Okay.
Haven't seen it.
So the ones we have with 3 are Boys Don't Cry, Sixth Sense, Perfect Blue, The Matrix, and The Blair Witch Project. So that is 5 out of 11 with 3.
So we only need how many left?
We have to get rid of. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have to get rid of 3. 5 of these have 3 votes.
Name
So
all
the ones with 3 votes were Blair Witch, Matrix, Perfect Blue, Boys Don't Cry, and The Sixth Sense. Those are the 5 with 3. So the 2 we don't want to get out. We have 2 that we need to get rid of.
It was Blair Witch, Boys Don't Cry, Perfect Blue. What were the other 2?
The Matrix, and
Sixth
what else?
Sense. Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, yeah. Sixth Sense, Boys Don't Cry, Matrix, Perfect Blue, and Blair Witch.
Should we write down the ones we want to keep or write down the
In the
ones
chat.
we want to? Do you want to write down the ones we want to keep or the ones we want to get rid of?
I'm just gonna straw poll this with you guys then. If you want to get rid of the Blair Witch Project, raise your hand.
One of the ones I would get rid of.
Okay, that's 3 for getting rid of. I'm gonna write that down.
We have 4 others, so I don't think
We
we're
have,
gonna
we have
get
to get rid of 2, you're saying.
Yeah, you have to get rid of 2.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Oh,
You can,
so sorry.
you can
Let's
only
do this
vote
way.
twice.
Let's go through this, and then if we're tied at 3 for more than one of them, then we'll go back to those ones and vote those ones.
Correct.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Can you name the 5 we're doing again? Because I thought we were getting rid
It's
of
in the
These
chat.
are the 5 that are on the chopping block. You are
It's in the
voting
chat.
for
It's in
2
the chat.
you don't
It's in the
want.
chat.
I'm gonna.
It's in the
Oh, they're in the chat. Okay. Blair Witch, Boys, yeah, they're in the chat.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this one more time now that Payson has his mindset right. If you want to get rid of the Blair Witch Project, raise your hand.
Oh no.
I would still get rid of the Blair Witch Project.
Okay. If you want to get rid of Boys Don't Cry, raise your hand. Okay. Boys Don't Cry has 3. If you want to get rid of The Matrix, raise your hand. Okay, Matrix has 2. If you want to get rid of Perfect Blue, raise your hand. Perfect Blue has 2. And if you want to get rid of The Sixth Sense, raise your hand. 1. So The Sixth Sense is staying,
Okay.
for sure.
Kirk, did you vote for Sixth Sense to go?
Either
No,
way,
I'll-
Blair Witch and
no,
Boys Don't
I'll-
Cry have 3, so if the bottom 2
Yeah.
are cut, those 2 are out.
Right. So Sixth Sense had 1 vote. I think that stays.
Okay, I only voted once.
Oh.
Wait,
Realized. So I
You voted for Matrix with me, also.
Yeah, you voted for The Matrix and The Sixth Sense, I think, don't.
I didn't vote for the
Okay.
Sixth Sense. I
have
screwed up
3
there.
votes
So
for
I guess
Blair
I would
Witch,
have
2
to
votes for
vote
Boys.
for Boys Don't Cry. Sorry.
2 for Matrix, 2 for Blue, and 1 for Sixth Sense.
Wait, so okay, just
Math
clarify.
checks out, I think.
The bottom 2 are getting removed, yes?
Yes, the 2.
So Blair Witch and Boys
Most
Don't Cry
votes
are
to get
out.
rid of will be cut, which means Blair
Why do
Witch
we
and-
take on more votes just to get more 3s at the end of the fucking thing?
I agree. It just happened that way. Okay, so I think because 3 of these had 3 votes, or 2 of these had 3 votes, those are the ones that go.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that means Blair Witch and Boys Don't Cry are out, which means we're keeping The Matrix, Perfect Blue, and The Sixth Sense.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to edit this real quick. That means our Best Picture nominees are All About My Mother, Being John Malkovich, Fight Club, The Green Mile, The Insider, The Matrix, Perfect Blue, The Sixth Sense, The Straight Story, Talented Mr. Ripley, and Toy Story 2.
It's a great list.
Where's Magnolia?
Is
They didn't get. Oh, you fucker. Okay.
There are some people that would get really mad, but you're not going to get me.
Okay. That is all of it. So what I'm going to do right now on the great show, guys. This is a new feature they let us do. If you're watching, there's a QR code right here. What you can do is you can scan that. It'll take you to the KohOscars.com where the poll will be live in 10 minutes. You can start voting. You can see the nominees live. We will announce the winners in the next episode, which will be in January, when we are doing a new year, which we have to figure out right now. So I share the screen with wheeldecide.com.
Koho, real quick, should we say just vote once? Like, don't be that guy.
You physically cannot vote more than once.
Oh, fair.
I mean, if you get
This
multiple
is
emails,
physically locked to one per IP address.
That's
So
fair.
you cannot vote more than once. I also ask for an email and a name. So there are 3 levels of security to make sure only one vote. Okay. The years that are options in January: 1967, 1974, 1979, 1982, 1985, and 1957.
Before we spin, can we add my year? Because I didn't realize I had to give it to you in advance. I thought we were.
No,
doing this
so-
live.
No. These are all the people from the next episode.
So he made a mistake.
Oh,
He
okay.
sent that in
I
the
thought it was
stat.
us,
It's for the
okay.
next panel. Yes.
Okay.
Do we want to say who's on the next episode, Cody?
Sure.
Sure. Then I'll say it right now. 1957 is Caleb Boatman. 1967 is Cody Newberry's pick. 1974 is my pick. 1979 is Andrew Barr's pick. 1982 is Mike Hanley's pick. 1985 is Adelaide Spence's pick. And I still haven't heard back from Mark Menchaca if he wants to read his DMs about what he wants. So I don't think
Well,
he's
join
even
the club.
agreed to be on
we'll
the
just
show.
Mark ever read this fucking message.
Join the club.
All right. This is the spin.
1957.
The next year we are doing is 1957 will be the next episode we do. Thank you guys for watching. I think this went great. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys had fun, but
That was fun.
Good pilot
if you guys would be back on, great. I'm gonna put that back up real quick for people to scan in the replay, but while we're talking. But overall, 1989 or 1999, I think.
And hey, look at that. We did better than the Oscars.
We did. We were shorter than the Oscars. That's crazy. For everyone here, that's been Kirk, that's been Dylan, that's been Payson, that's been Spence, that has been Cody, I've been Koho, and we'll see you guys in January for 1957. Let's go.